But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
This just in, Michael Jackson is still dead.
Still
dead.
Still dead.
Dead. Opie and Anthony.
You'd never know it with all that hoopla.
No kidding.
That's going on. There's lots of hoopla going on.
Well, he's going to be buried at Neverland Ranch, it looks like.
They're planning the big motorcade from L.A.
Mm-hmm. They're opening it up to the public.
Wow.
And let me tell you something. If you've ever been in the Santa Barbara area, although I think it's, 30 miles outside Santa Barbara in the hills there?
It says it's going to be a long, over 100 and some odd mile drive this motorcade's going to take with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Rotting in the back, I guess.
And then there's going to be a lot of undesirables hanging out in Santa Barbara.
Oh, gee.
Fry that chicken! Fry that chicken!
Where's Peaches?
We're going to be looking for peaches and fried chicken.
Yo, Peaches. Oh, man.
Because, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. They did some kind of thing at the Apollo.
Yeah, they just did that. I was watching some of that.
Watching? See, that's why you need to live in New York City, my friend. Because even way down where I live, people were dressed up like Michael Jackson.
Some encroachment.
Heading for the subways because they had to celebrate the life of the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
They had their Michael Jackson T-shirts on with his face and the year of his birth and the year of his death. And little kids were dressed up in makeup to look like old Michael Jackson videos.
At least they knew they'd be safe.
Yeah. And they were all heading uptown.
Michael can't touch anyone anymore.
And I'm like, don't these people have jobs? I can't go to a Michael Jackson tribute. I'm trying to make a living.
It was amazing, the length of the line. Going into the Apollo Theater. Mm-hmm. They had to put
in the middle of the day
in shifts. Yeah,
right.
There was. It was like every so often they'd tell a few hundred people to leave. They'd bring a few hundred in and rotate the people in there.
And you know why they were going in?
To look.
To see. Well, yeah, to look at a fedora.
Yes.
And a
glove.
A glove. And what?
On a stool
and a pillbox, I think.
Yeah, and
that's all they were looking at. They were waiting in shifts to go in to see a glove, a fedora, and some other piece of crap on a stool on the stage of the Apollo.
I believe there were a pair of shoes.
A pair of shoes that he didn't want.
That he never wore, probably.
Or wore them once.
I did see Reverend Al, though.
Fuck Reverend Al.
I say exactly that. Fuck Reverend Al.
Reverend
this
Al.
motherfucker had to turn it into a racial thing. You're looking at a guy who denounced his race. Michael Jackson denounced his race. He did not want to be part of the black community for whatever reason. I don't give a shit. Whatever reason. And there's fucking Reverend Al talking about, yelling into a microphone, preaching, as usual, about... he was the first black man to be played on MTV. And I'm like, really? Was he? The first black man.
I would like to challenge that.
I want to challenge it, too.
I mean, I think the bass player for the Flock of Seagulls was black or something.
Was he? Wow. That would have been something.
I don't know, but... I mean, he was
outraged they showed me humping a girl on the Drudge Report.
Is that at the Apollo?
That is last night at the Apollo Theater. I was dancing with some fat broad, grinding on her.
Dirty dancing.
I'm dirty dancing. Yes, I'm Blatrick Swayze. Dirty dancing.
Wow, look at Al getting down.
No one puts Reverend Al in a corner.
If you're white, were you allowed at the Apollo Theater last night?
I saw a few white people
there. Or was
there.
this closed to whitey?
No, I saw a few white people there. They were those crazy white people, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like that crazy Michael Jackson, is God kind of white people.
I bike uptown, and, I'm a little more tolerant than maybe someone else that hangs out in this room every morning.
Danny.
I'm a bit more tolerant, but...
He's looking like, what I do?
But I do have my limits, too. And when I bike uptown, I like to go to the GWB and back, so it gets a bit dark. But you do see the white people you're talking about, like, hey, man, I'm not scared to live up
I'm
here,
all right.
man.
Everything's fine.
I'm a writer living in Harlem, man.
Just ask that poor gay guy that came into New York City for the Gay Pride Parade.
What happened?
He ended up exactly like the bit we do.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
What happened?
He went out to smoke a cigarette at about 4 in the morning, somewhere uptown, and he remembers hearing the word faggot, a gun hitting him over the head, being beaten, and then waking up in the hospital. So it's like
just when you think that we've come a long way,
I know,
it's still the
exactly.
same shit.
Yeah.
That could be a story from 1910.
Who got beaten?
some gay guy that decided to have a little cigarette. It was on Winds this morning. Okay. Yeah, decided 4 in the morning, maybe after some little fun. Who knows? Go catch some fresh air and smoke a butt. Well, a cigarette, excuse me. And he gets clobbered over the head with a gun, beaten, called a faggot, and wakes up in the hospital.
You got to understand where you are in the city.
Yeah, you really do.
To be tolerant and have an open mind is one thing, but you also got to realize your limits.
There are some dangerous places everywhere in the city.
Dude, I once on my bike, I'm like, you know what? What's past the GWB? So I
It's
went
just a cliff that falls off the edge of the earth. It's amazing.
I went further north into Manhattan, and then I took a right. So now I'm in the middle of Uptown Manhattan. I was, no joke, the only white person, and there wasn't a hint of English on any of the storefronts. Not a hint.
Yeah.
And then I get to a McDonald's, and there's a bunch of guys, a bunch of Utes, all in red shirts, and I'm like, wow, this can't be good.
Damn, yo.
And for the first time in a long time, I was really scared. Really scared. Not just like every once in a while I maybe get a little scared, maybe a little taste of being scared. I was pretty much petrified.
Pedaling your ass off?
And I'm like, how the fuck do I get out of this area the fastest way possible? And I made a quick right and got back down near the river, knowing that that would be a much safer place.
Where were you? On like 125th?
I ended up, I don't know, Jimmy.
Why would you turn off? A chef was smarter to get off the boat.
It's like I Am Legend when it starts to get nighttime.
I officially couldn't tell you where I was.
Why'd you get off the main drag? You were just like...
No, there's a bike path, and it keeps going and going and going. And then actually what happened was the bike path ended. Eventually what they're going to do in Manhattan, they're going to have a bike path that goes completely around Manhattan. That's going to be cool. So when it ended, I'm like, well, why don't I just go to the right? And then maybe I'll find Broadway and I'll come all the way back downtown.
You sure Bloomberg isn't just going to turn the FDR and the West Side Highway into the bike path?
Yeah, no kidding. That's probably
Bastard.
what he's up. If you go further up, there was a huge park. So that green stuff, Danny, I was way
Danny's
up in
looking
that
on
area.
Google Earth.
I was way up in that park area before I started turning around.
Up there? I wonder how many
What is up there?
bicyclists are buried in that
It's like
park.
the end of Manhattan. I mean, that's pretty much the last stop.
Yeah,
before you hit the Bronx.
I was pretty much at the top. But that wasn't that bad. It was when I started coming back south. And I'm no joke, man. It was scary. I'm like, this is part of Manhattan?
It didn't even look like it
Hell
anymore,
no.
right?
But anyway, Reverend Al, we got to bring all this together. So okay, Reverend Al's at the
Al
Apollo.
was there. He was at the Apollo. He was on stage dancing with Spike Lee, and they were all just laughing and shucking and jiving, having a good time on stage.
You know, you brought it to everyone's attention a long time ago. What an opportunist this guy is, and
Absolutely.
As far as someone that is trying to take care of the black community, is the Michael Jackson thing that important? Really? What is he? Think about it. What is he trying to accomplish? What is there to accomplish with the Michael Jackson thing?
Again, he's trying to be relevant. The guy is now becoming irrelevant by the day since a black man is president of the United States. It kind of shows that through, education and work ethic, and just kind of assimilating to the American way of life.
Right.
That you can become the president of the United States no matter what your color. There. See? There you go, Reverend Al. So when he's there aren't as many causes for him to jump on and scream about, so he's got to jump on this.
Well,
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
This has a lot to do with James Brown. When James Brown died and
Yeah.
and his whole life was fucked up, no one knew what to do with the body.
Oh, they put
and-
his body on tour for a while?
Yeah,
Is
so-
he buried?
I don't even know. But
Is he even buried, James Brown?
But Reverend Al decided he needs James Brown's body at the Apollo, and that worked out well at the time because it was just such a weird situation surrounding James Brown's death.
Yeah.
So now I guess he's going to do it with every black entertainer that dies.
That's
They got to go back to the Apollo.
Yeah. He's going to start exhuming people. I think Grady. Grady from Sanford & Son is next. They're going to just start digging up famous black people.
But we learned that he's going to be buried at Neverland. One of the news stations last night, and they're all the same, so, sorry to them, but, you're not important in my life. You're just the news. One of them had a flyby over Neverland. Holy shit, it's like a fucking... It's like you had to play Silent Hill, either the first or the second
All
one,
right.
where you go
I
to
got
the
ya.
amusement park.
Yeah.
And it's like a deserted amusement park in the middle of the night.
Just kind of creepy.
It was creepy. It was like a ghost town amusement park.
Well, he hasn't been there in
no, the main
long
tent
time.
is all ripped and
Is it?
falling down. Needs a ton of maintenance. There's a lot of growth, obviously. They're showing where the animals used to roam free. There's not an animal to be seen.
They're just skeletons of a zebra laying there.
There were ponds and stuff with these massive like fountains that sprayed water up in the air. They're all shut down, obviously.
Jesus juice.
Yeah, the Jesus juice.
How do you get $400 million in debt, though? I don't know. Neverland, does he even own that anymore?
Yeah, he owns a piece. He was able to buy a piece of it back. It's owned by a corporation, but he owns a piece of that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just a piece, though. So they're going to make it into a Graceland, which is brilliant. Michael Jackson is going to be worth so much fucking money dead.
There will be pilgrimage. People will go on pilgrimage to see his tombstone there, if that's where he is buried. Are they actually burying him there?
I think so. Just
And
like
then,
they did with Elvis at Graceland.
Yeah.
So you get to tap on the fucking tombstone.
Joe Jackson cha-ching in his way
but
over to there. Wow.
But so at Neverland on Friday, you could check out Michael Jackson. So that's going to be a zoo. That's going to be some good TV to watch.
Do you think traffic will be bad in that neighborhood on Friday?
Whoa.
Yeah, all the white people leaving and all the black people coming for a peek.
A little peek. Yeah, that's, well, there he goes. Bye-bye, Michael Jackson, although his body is going on tour. I think he's got one of those lady die kind of carriages with the glass and the
yeah, you're right.
horse-drawn.
So they're going to start that carriage in L.A. and go all the way up to Neverland.
Yeah.
Which is outside Santa Barbara. And Santa Barbara's pretty far from
Yeah,
LA.
it's going to be a long fucking ride.
I was in Santa Barbara
Michael
once when I was wandering around the country.
Yeah.
God damn it, is that place nice.
Is it nice?
Way nicer than L.A.
Yeah. Huh?
Fuck, I'd move there tomorrow and be done with everybody.
In L.A.?
Be done with everything.
No, Santa Barbara. Friends, family, I would just fucking disappear. Goodbye.
And good riddance.
Yeah. Blow up my Twitter and just leave. Oh, speaking of Twitter and the Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah.
I should have sent it to you personally, Ant. I mean, it's not mine, and I'm sure a lot of people found it on their own, but I tweeted it last night. The famous downfall clip of Hitler getting the bad news.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people on YouTube having fun with that clip. And the latest one is Hitler finding out that Michael Jackson has died.
Michael Jackson's.
This does not work on radio whatsoever because it's subtitles.
No, all you hear is
the
actual.
But do yourself a favor and sometime today, look up Hitler finds out Michael Jackson died. This thing made me laugh my balls off. I saw it like 10 times last night.
Oh, no. This
You want to read the subtitles?
No, you can't. It's
no? You can read it up to the point where...
no. I just want to see him get all pissed.
All right.
Michael suffered a heart attack last night. So the king of pop is dead. Oh, no.
Look at the shaky hand trying to take the glasses off. That's my
Oh, is
favorite
he not
part of
happy?
Downfall. My favorite part of Downfall, that trying to get the glasses.
Das bleiben im Raum. Keitel.
Anyone who does not own Thriller is dangerous.
Leave now. And all his generals leaving.
And everyone leaves.
This is a great scene in the movie.
Of course.
It's just Hitler losing his fucking mind.
Oh, was he not happy?
His generals had let him down.
This is becoming a sensation. They're dubbing all sorts of pop culture shit into this clip. How dare that fucker die? He was supposed to perform for me this weekend.
I funded surgery to turn him white. This is how he repays me.
Here comes.
I even paid his legal fees.
Anyway, my nephew. I still stood by him like we were.
You're my brother.
Yeah.
I swear to God, if I get a single text message with a pedophile joke, what?
Hit the fucking roof.
Yeah. It doesn't work on radio,
That
unfortunately.
is funny.
But
Look
it
that
is
up.
really. It just fucking cracked me up, man.
That clip's been used for so many things.
Yeah, I know.
It's really funny, man.
No, I know that, but they really outdid themselves with this
Yeah,
Michael
that is
Jackson
good.
died thing. So
This is hilarious. This is really fucking funny.
yeah,
We'll heal the world till we're all shitting rainbows.
yeah.
I like his music as much as the next Nazi.
When I hear that song one more time, I'm gonna
Puke my fucking mustache off.
off.
And that awful Moonwalker movie. About on TV 7:30 Sunday night.
I'll be guilted into watching it.
Guilted into watching. This is perfect.
It's brilliant. Check it out for yourself. That was just a taste, but Hitler finds out Michael Jackson died. Do a little YouTube search.
Very good.
Or it's on my Twitter, Opie Radio. Cody in Santa Barbara. Cody.
Well, I'm Cody from Indiana. I have a thing about Santa Barbara. It's cold, though.
Okay.
You know how Bill Burr was talking the other day about how they were issuing letters about the Puerto Rican Pride Parade and how it was like backhandedly telling people to watch the fuck out?
Yeah.
Well, they released a letter to the residents of Santa Barbara that said Michael Jackson fans will, quote, they will come with or without permission or invitation. So, yeah, they're saying watch the fuck out for people. And then they also reiterated that even though he was accused, he never really was convicted. So I think that was quite funny, and I'm punching out goodbye.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, well, good luck to everybody in the Santa Barbara area. It's going to be a complete zoo. Complete zoo. One of our CD players isn't working there,
Is
Mars.
Michael Jackson. Is the Reverend Al going to be accompanying the body everywhere?
Of course.
Is that what he's doing? Just fucking like a sucker fish on a shark.
Of
Like one of those fucking little pilot fish.
Oh, also some of the other bullet points. Now it's becoming official that Michael Jackson obviously wasn't the biological father of those kids.
Yeah.
And then it was the dermatologist.
Yeah.
His longtime dermatologist.
I thought it was Colonel Mustard in the study with his big fat cock.
Colonel Mustard with the turkey baster.
And I always wondered why Deborah Rowe wasn't more involved or gave a shit about the kids and stuff. It turns out she just let them borrow her womb. Like it's not even her eggs.
No?
No, she was just a surrogate mother now. That's what's coming out. Yeah. That's why, because I'm like, what's wrong with
Whose
this?
kids are these?
I'm like, what's wrong with this broad that she's not more emotionally attached to these kids, you know? It turns out she was a surrogate, like Sarah Jessica Parker just got.
And it was all bullshit. Like everyone was saying, look, these kids are fucking, they're white, they look Aryan.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. And we were all like bullshitted. They're Michael's.
And they're, Joe Jackson's going to have a field day with these kids, knowing that they're not blood related to the Jackson family.
I guess his mother, Michael Jackson's mom, got custody. Mm-hmm. And all of his possessions are now in a trust fund to go to his children. Mm-hmm. So now there's going to be, I'm sure, some kind of dispute about who gets his cash. And
these kids are going to be fucking billionaires, and they're not even related to anybody.
They're his
They're
kids,
not
though.
related to anybody.
They're just three white fucking kids who lucked out.
oh, my God.
Thank God we have great asses.
And that,
Dude, these kids were created in a lab. They're not. They're not.
oh,
They're no one's kids.
I can only wonder, though, since they weren't his kids. That was the one thing people were saying. It's like, well, he's got this fucking son that is the epitome of the children he loved to fucking look at and invite to Neverland. Mm-hmm. And now that you find out he isn't even remotely related to these kids, God only knows. Maybe that kid had to pay a dear price for wealth.
Who knows?
Who knows?
You know what, though?
Yeah. Would you? Would you? Would you?
As soon as you said that,
I'm starting
going
to do the
back.
math.
I'm going back to my childhood. I'm like, you know what?
I'm doing the math. It's
Right.
like, well, you know, trauma
would
divided
ya?
by time,
Would ya?
times money plus years.
God, you made me think though a little bit.
Yeah.
Chris and Scranton.
Yo, Ant.
Hey, Scranton.
What's up? Hey, Ant, why do you keep letting Opie get away with saying that Santa Barbara's going to be like a zoo and not giving him the bell?
Because it's
I'm not.
It's a expression. It's not a racist term.
I really wasn't going for a racist angle there, but it's going to be an all-out zoo.
I give myself
Santa
the bell.
Barbara. Like, there's one house per, like, 10 miles. The place is, like, uber rich, uber secluded.
Yeah.
You know, there's no real neighbors to anybody. No one. They don't want anybody around there.
No.
And these people are going to be coming from not all over the country, all over the world.
Yep.
To go to Neverland Ranch this Friday to see Michael Jackson. And I guarantee people will die.
Wow.
There's
you
my
are
prediction.
guaranteeing?
I'm just going to show up with a gun. He's had enough.
I will guarantee.
Oh, my guarantee.
There will be some deaths.
You think?
Guaranteed.
You know what though?
Play this clip on Monday.
I think Michael
found
Jackson
it?
fans aren't militant.
Huh?
Oh, really?
No,
I
no,
think
no, I
Michael
guess so.
Jackson fans are very
No, it's not even about being militant. It's not about
crazy,
scary people. It's just that
not like hip hop fans.
It's just that the whole situation doesn't make sense. It's a ranch. You're going to have thousands and thousands of people. There's going to be no real facilities for anybody. There's people going to break down and be miserable, and something bad is going to happen to at least one person. Yes.
Kreskin.
Dude, there's nowhere to go. There's no fast food restaurants. There's nothing. So people are going to go, these people aren't used to being out in the middle of nowhere for a long length of time.
Yeah, people have
These
a
guys don't know what
misconception about
Bonnaroo is.
Neverland. People have a misconception about Neverland, thinking it's like in the middle of somewhere, and no, it's in the middle of nowhere.
Literally nowhere. So you get there and you're like, wow, we're going to be here for 8 hours before we get close to Michael Jackson's body.
Yeah. Pardon me. Could you direct me to the nearest Popeyes?
Yeah. Why don't we?
No, there isn't one.
I'll go away. Why don't we go to Starbucks and get a latte?
No.
You can't get shit out there.
No.
And you got to bring in your own water and food.
Yeah.
Or people are going to pass out.
Oh.
It's probably going to be 90-something degrees.
Are they fixing the place up?
I bet you they get a
new tent.
Probably a couple lawnmowers real fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far is it from Los Angeles?
It is far, man.
100 and something
Oh,
miles.
okay.
Yeah, it's
about
about.
So the way you drive about 40 minutes.
Windy road. Yeah,
All
true.
right, we got the Reverend out thing from the Apollo, but we also got some Larry King stuff that I watched the last couple nights.
Larry King's been talking about the king of pop.
Let's go with
meets
Larry
the
King.
king of ugh.
Let's
the
go
king
with
of
Larry King.
of jolt.
Larry-
Listen to this idiot.
The king of poop. That's what he does in his pants. Fucking moron.
The other day, I'm just, I went to bed early and watched Larry King, and I'm just laughing like a lunatic to myself because I'm watching Larry King. He's got Lou Ferrigno on, and he mispronounced Lou Ferrigno's name.
Did he?
It's hilarious.
Yeah, people, it's hard to mispronounce. People don't know his name from looking at it and reading it. They know it from hearing it over the years.
It's just Lou Ferrigno.
You just say Lou Ferrigno. You don't look at it spelt and go, well, how do you pronounce it? You just know.
I don't even know how you spell Ferrigno. 'Cause I never looked at his name.
I'm not going to look at the name and then not know it's Ferrigno.
Well, this is what
especially
Larry,
if he's a guest on your show.
This is Larry King, supposedly the greatest broadcaster, of
Ever,
our blah blah blah. Broadcasted all over the world, and he can't even pronounce. He's almost worse than Rich Voss.
Yeah, the time he came down, the time I met with him, extremely disciplined.
We'll be back with more. Lou Ferragamo, lots to talk about Michael Jackson. Members of the family.
Lou Ferragamo.
Okay.
You fucking
There's not even an
idiot.
M in the name, you idiot.
Lou Ferragamo. How important is the M I just dropped in your name?
Ferragamo.
And take off that M for middle ear. Holy shit.
He added an
It's
A.
not like he heard me. Fuck him. How important is the anvil, the hammer, and the stirrup? Inner ear humor. It's hysterical, people.
How important is wax buildup so thick you can carve an Easter Island statue out of it?
Old Yankee Candle ears.
Holy shit.
He added an A and an M.
Lou Ferragamo. Lou Origami.
Oh, is he bad?
Yeah, the time he came down, the time I met with him, extremely disciplined.
We'll be back with more. Lou Ferragamo, lots to talk about Michael Jackson. Members of the family.
No way.
God damn. And then
no way.
And then he had what? Yes, Sam.
Yeah, because then he came back and corrected the name.
Corrected.
But then he mispronounced it right after he corrected.
Are you shitting me?
No.
If I said Ferragamo, I apologize.
Thank you.
He was a good quarterback. We'll be back with Lou Ferragamo in a minute. Ferrigno. You got a weird name. Welcome back. Last night, an emotional January.
And then he said, we'll be back when he was already back.
We'll be back. Wait, I'm back.
Oh, Anderson Cooper must just be sitting there like it's got to be any day
come
now.
on now.
Any day now.
It's just time.
Any fucking day now.
It's just fucking time.
Because I think Cooper's on right after Larry King. They're setting him up. They just want to fucking push Larry out the door.
Cooper replaces Pooper.
I was talking to somebody recently. They were like, no, Larry King asks the everyman question. I'm like, no, Larry King really fucking stinks. Like, he's really not a good interviewer.
He's horrible.
Even 10 years ago, he wasn't that great. He just...
Oof.
He was smart enough to just ask very basic questions and let the guests talk a lot. But he wasn't doing anything special.
Ferragamo.
Wait, we got to hear that clip again. Because he's so confused. They're coming back to the program. He says...
I think it was because...
He fucked up 3 times in this clip.
Yeah, because they were, like, going to a clip. And instead of, I think he meant, like, right after the clip, we'll be back.
Listen
but
to
he
this.
set it up like...
Listen for all the fuck-ups, because we laughed too hard over the first playing of this.
If I said Ferragamo, I apologize.
Thank you.
He was a good quarterback. We'll be back with Lou Ferragamo in a minute. Ferrigno. You got a weird name. Welcome back. Last night, an emotional...
They tell him he's got a weird name. You got a weird name, and you're deaf. Ha ha.
Because he got really uncomfortable. He was probably heating up, and he was like, oh, you got a weird name.
I loved you in The Incredible Hulk.
Right.
What an ass.
I wish I was able to hear your name at least 1,000 times in my life, but unfortunately I haven't. Jesus, it's fucking Ferrigno.
The incredible hunk of flesh on the side of your head that does nothing, apparently.
I haven't thought of Lou Ferrigno in 15 years, and the name won't escape my brain. It's Lou Ferrigno.
What are those,
the original
air
Hulk.
brakes?
And then he was so confused. He's like, we're back. After this break. No, we're back. What?
Back from the break. You got a weird name.
Yeah. And then,
You're stupid.
And then last night, not as good, unfortunately, but can't get enough of Larry King being a dope.
Of course.
But listen to this one.
Private memorial service for the family. Now, as far as his burial and his final resting place, we have not heard any information about that. But, all of this still unfolding, and none of the details have been released yet.
Are they aware that this is the July 4th weekend?
Are they aware? No, he didn't. Are they aware?
Is it the July? Is it? Oh my God! We can't bury him on the.
Dude, when do you start being aware that the 4th of July weekend is coming up?
Fucking like May.
Middle of June, you're like, God damn it.
Like, yeah, 4th of July week.
Right.
Are they aware?
Are they aware?
Of the date?
Are they aware?
Most of us do it July 5th. We go, what did I miss?
Right.
What happened?
I heard bang, pop, bang last night. What is that?
Yeah, I couldn't really figure that out.
What an idiot. Let me hear that. Yeah. I've got to hear that again. He didn't really ask that.
This fucker broadcast to the world.
That this is the July 4th week.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Max Headroom.
Hold on.
None of the details have been released yet.
Are they aware that this is the July 4th weekend?
Yeah, Larry, I think, it's just the point that they've reached the point that they want to give him that proper burial, and it just happens to be the July 4th weekend.
Dude, she paused because she's like, how the fuck do I answer this?
Yeah, because she probably wanted to be sarcastic, but she's like, this is Larry King.
Yeah.
So I can't go, no, idiot.
No. He could still get people fired even though he's adult.
She should have probably went like, it is?
Really?
Just freak him out. Yes, isn't it? No, Larry, it's August. What did I miss? Oh, my God.
So everyone's saying that Michael Jackson was the first black entertainer on MTV.
Is everyone saying that, or did Reverend Al just say it? Or?
A lot of people are saying it, Ant.
A lot of people.
But I think Josh in New Hampshire actually has the first black entertainer on MTV.
All right.
And we're going to have to look this up and see if this is correct. Josh, New Hampshire.
I didn't say he was. I said I think the guy that sang Electric Avenue, the guy with the
Eddie Grant.
Eddie Grant. Oh.
I want to say he was before Michael.
This is
Well, we're going to have to look some of this shit up.
I don't know, Mike. Don't forget, Michael. When did MTV start?
82,
right?
Somewhere around there. Yeah, 81.
I think 81.
Because he had on the wall, off the wall stuff by then.
81?
I don't know.
Well, they used to play like some real old shit, like those that weren't even really videos. I don't know what the fuck they were from the 70s. I'm
trying to remember the first 10 videos that they just played over and over and over again. There had to be a black artist in there.
I'm trying to think.
I love this dumb song.
Yeah. Remember Pass the Dutchie? What year was that? That's early 80s, right? Or was that mid-80s?
He'd already been on, I think,
Pass
at that
the
point.
Dutchie.
Musical Youth.
On the left-hand side.
Yeah, look up the first black artist on MTV. Oh, yeah.
They were on MTV before Michael was.
Who, Eddie Grant?
Musical Youth, anyway, with Pass the Dutchie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm sure.
There were some black artists before Jackson, but he was like, I think, at the time, like, he was like a huge breakthrough.
Reverend Al fucking is screaming from, there he is. Look at him. That motherfucker's
What does he
got to
have
get
to
his
do
face
with Michael
right
Jackson?
in the whole thing. Right in the whole thing.
Why is he there? And why isn't anyone calling him out on
Publicity.
this except for
Throw
us?
him out!
The fuck?
Yeah. He's saying,
That
he
guy's
goes...
Yeah, whatever, Josh. Go fuck yourself.
He was...
Thanks, Josh.
He was saying shit last night. He's saying shit like, he made people act like us.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, in Iowa, in Wisconsin, people were acting like us, dancing, moonwalk. And it's like, do you have to fucking make it a racial thing, you cocksucker?
Well, he did make, Michael Jackson did, let's be honest, he made people in Germany and Sweden act like them by the way he fixed his skin and nose.
Yeah.
Shut up, Al.
I know. He denounced his race by carving his face up and doing whatever he did to his skin. Just stop it, Reverend Al, indeed.
Obviously, you're talking about the hundreds of people that showed up at the Apollo for the Michael Jackson tribute.
God, had to be thousands.
We got two clips, and one of them is the Reverend Al. But first, this one.
Under darkening skies, the rain seemed to bounce off the crowd's good spirits.
He the best of dancing, the best of video, whatever you want to call it. And he the best.
An army of Michael Jackson celebrants so large it caught the organizers and the police by surprise. Cops closed Harlem's main drag to car traffic and funneled people into barricade-lined pens, but nothing dampened the enthusiasm.
How come we're not sad today?
Because this is not a sad occasion.
I am protecting myself. I am scared of you. Please call the police.
If I was here, I'd be in shock if I couldn't be here. In stress trauma if I couldn't be here. So thank God I'm here.
I mean, you can see how a white girl can fall for him.
Damn, that's good.
Holy shit.
What the fuck, man? There's two different worlds out there.
Yeah,
Look,
they were very enthusiastic.
And both sides would admit that, by the way.
It was odd to see that it wasn't like a real, like, oh my God, I'm so sad that they're like celebrating like crazy. They were whooping it up in the Apollo, man. Holy shit.
I think there's a lot of people that just need an excuse to have a good time. Yeah. And they're going with the Michael Jackson thing.
Yeah,
What's my clip? The Negro.
Because nobody, Jesus.
I don't think I have that clip anymore.
Nobody really.
Oh, I do?
Nobody really gave a shit what Michael Jackson was doing. No one gave a shit for years what this guy was up to, aside from, shenanigans and scandal.
Mm-hmm.
Musically, I mean, I know he had a tour he was ready to go on, but his last tour pretty much bombed. It was a very big European thing. Like, he would go off to Europe and, oh, Michael, they'd go crazy for him.
Well, that's
Here,
why
you can't sell out a fucking
Well, that's why he
arena.
went to Europe with this whole comeback tour or whatever he was calling it.
Was he really not selling out in the States?
Hell fucking no.
No one cared about this motherfucker.
Hell fucking no. Reverend Al, inside the Apollo.
Inside the theater where Michael Jackson and his brothers played 30 shows for $1,000 in 1967, people filed in for 30 minutes of video and music memory. A fedora, white glove, and sunglasses left on a stool as tribute. Reverend Al Sharpton called for a moment of silence at 5:26, the time Jackson's death was first reported here on the East Coast.
Michael Jackson represents to us something that we understand and understood when the whole world turned on Michael. We never turned on Michael.
Shut the fuck up.
You.
Oh, God, do I hate
Black
this
people don't
motherfucker.
care that he was allegedly fucking children.
Yeah.
Black people weren't concerned when there was a news report that some kid identified a mark on his dick. Shut up.
Yeah. That he pretty much went to a plastic surgeon to have his African features taken off his face.
Jesus.
Is that what you're talking about?
What an irrelevant scumbag.
This guy is a race-baiting fuckwad. Everything has to be confrontational, based on racial hatred of whitey. This motherfucker is one of the biggest racists on the face of the earth. Get that mirror out of my face.
When the whole world turned against Michael, we didn't care that he was being brought up on child molestation.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say the words? When everybody was accusing him of being a child molester, and when it really did look to a lot of people like he was a child molester, we as black people didn't give a shit.
Didn't care.
We're okay with him being a pedophile because he could sing and dance.
He could sing and dance, and he, was born a black man.
You fucking cunt.
That guy is irrelevant.
You want to take a Rain hair joke?
Why not?
No, I can't. Kind of funny, though. Look, we're just going for a joke here. Let's see what happens. Sean in North Carolina. Sean.
Did the rain bounce off their spirits as much as it beaded up on their hair?
All right.
Only that accent could tell that type of...
He could be trying to make a water cooler joke, or he could be giving a eulogy. You don't know what his intention is.
What the...
Do you mean that seriously, or is that with love or hate?
Oh, this Reverend Al. And the media just doesn't fucking call him out on nothing. Nothing.
He just goes around striking fear into corporations with his extortion mob tactics. And then he blurts out ridiculous shit like that. That is a ridiculous fucking statement.
Can you imagine? This is a bad example, but if Imus died, we use Imus a lot. He's a relative comparison. And if anyone stood up there and said to Imus, when the whole world turned against you, we stood by you, meaning white people.
Right.
Not that that person would be killed, but how fast they would at least be pointed out how fucking despicable the statement was.
Oh, that's terrible.
Like, what do you mean you stood by it? Why would you stand by a racist statement? Why does nobody call this fucking hunk of shit out on what he is?
Yeah.
The media won't do it.
Nope. They are afraid of this guy.
I would.
He is a what amounts to a mob boss. He is a Don. He really is. Don Sharpton. He could say whatever he wants. He could go around. He extorts people. He gets his way using tactics that were used by unions and union busters. Fredo, bah! I never wanted this for you, Michael.
Jesus.
Yeah. Sonny was a bad Don. That was an angry motherfucker. If only he had Easy Pass.
That's right.
He'd have whizzed right through the toll booth. No one would have touched him. Look, I got orange in my mouth. I'm scaring Michael's children.
Wrong fruit.
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah, this is where the song gets weird.
I've never heard it this far.
Yeah, I know. No one hears it this far.
People are usually dead by now.
And then it comes back. All right, why don't we take our first break? The phones are lit.
Genco olive oil.
I don't know. What do you want to do? Jamie Foxx claimed Michael Jackson at the BET Awards. What's that mean?
He what?
Let's go to Tim on Long Island. Tim.
Good evening.
Hi, Tim.
Hey.
Hi. Jimmy.
Hey.
Yeah, BET Awards. Jamie Foxx emphasized the fact that Michael Jackson was black twice and then said he is ours. He is ours to be proud of.
Oh, shut the fuck
up. Like, you don't have to take possession of everything. We understand who's black, who's white, who's not.
How about you have Mike? We'll take Einstein. You can have Michael Jackson.
There you go.
Fair enough. Take him.
All right.
Even Michael Jackson saying it doesn't matter if you're black or white.
Ebony and Ivory. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't him. No. How about the other song you did with Paul McCartney?
Wait, Ebony and Ivory?
Say.
He did the other one. You're right.
Say.
You know what? I thought he did Ebony and Ivory this weekend when I was thinking about Michael Jackson.
Who did that?
It was fucking
Paul
Stevie
McCartney
Wonder.
and
That's right. Stevie Wonder, right. Let's go to Mark the trucker. Mark, what's going on, buddy?
Hey there, Mac.
I don't understand why you guys pick on Al Sharpton so much. He's just a nice guy trying to do a good job for everybody, trying to, make peace between all the races.
See, Mark,
Fair enough.
Mark's trying to get us riled up.
Fair enough. I agree.
Good point.
We'll never let Reverend Al rest because he went after Imus, and that's too close to our world, the radio world. He has no business being in the radio world. He doesn't understand how it works.
He's a fucking...
He doesn't understand how it works.
In a way, he's a race-baiting scumbag.
Right. We could talk about radio guys. That's our expertise. I don't agree with half the shit he does, but especially what he did with the Imus situation.
He's a racist.
He railroaded
He's a fucking racist.
He railroaded the guy, and he doesn't understand how radio works. And that's why we'll never let this guy rest.
You know what? In a way, he does understand how radio works because you understand it's run by a bunch of of guilty corporate white guys, and he knew exactly where to go to get something.
That'll bend right the fuck
over. Oh, yeah, they grab their ankles.
Kiss his ass. Yeah, take it up the ass.
Yeah, you guys got me.
All right. Mark,
Reverend Al's a heaping pile of steaming shit. Go fuck himself.
Mark, your first mistake. Your first mistake was calling as Mark the trucker.
Yeah.
I wasn't. Did that give me away?
Yes.
yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, next time. Hey, Opie, I was outside your building waiting for you to come home the other night.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? Stalkers.
I actually had a little stalker program last night where, can't ever talk about, perish the thought. I talk about where that was. Right?
Well, you got to give everyone an update on this side. We'll do it after the break or something.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Hi.
No real update.
Hydro, Charlotte.
What up, Joe?
What?
What up?
What up?
Hey, I just want to let y'all know, man, 75% of black people don't like Al Sharpton, just like we don't like Michael Jackson, that motherfucker either.
Well, then where the hell are the 75% when the 25% are marching with Al? Actually, it's not. Believe me, Al pays people to fucking march to make it look like people give a shit. Where are the people that are outraged that Reverend Al is a racist and perpetuating hatred between black people and white people?
They are fucking everywhere. The media will not put us on television when we speak out against Al Sharpton.
Yeah,
you're right.
I would love to talk to a lot of black people today because I really believe that they didn't even really like Michael Jackson that much because they probably looked at him as someone that sold out to the white man.
Yeah.
I mean,
there's probably a lot of people in the black community that would believe that statement.
I was listening to a lot of people years ago over the years that have been saying that about Michael Jackson. Fuck them. They like OJ. Remember, they pretty much threw away OJ.
Right.
They said we don't want OJ anymore. He's fucking. He might as well be white guy.
Right. You're a black guy. Let's think this over, okay?
Yeah.
You could either listen to Public Enemy or Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You can listen to NWA or Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
What were some of the other artists that came out around the same time?
Some of those other artists
in the 80s.
Run DMC?
Well, obviously Run DMC over Michael Jackson every fucking time. Maybe they would put Michael Jackson on as a guilty pleasure.
Maybe late 80s.
But they're not wandering around bragging that they're listening to Michael Jackson ever.
Michael Jackson was
maybe
the
the
shit,
chicks.
though,
I don't know.
In the early 80s.
Yeah, mid-80s.
Yeah, in the white world.
When Thriller came out. I think
Dude, in the fucking white world.
Yeah. You weren't
Michael
getting,
Jackson was huge.
You weren't getting hardcore people listening to Michael Jackson back then. You're right. It was good shit. You'd turn it on, you'd listen and go, oh, damn, that's good shit, you know? And you'd watch the videos and go, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That guy can dance. It's good. It's everything. But it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like gangsters were going, man, that Michael Jackson, you know? No. Everybody made fun of how he grabbed his dick and, you know, he's trying to come off like he's looking like a cool guy with a girl.
He came across girly.
And everyone looked and just went, this guy is not selling this very well.
Yeah, we didn't walk away from him. Who did he walk out hand in hand with? Who was the big kiss with? Elvis's daughter.
Right.
He never associated himself with black women publicly.
Yeah.
Never. Or black kids. Stop it.
Yeah, Brooke Shields. He brought Brooke Shields to another one of those award shows.
Remember the year of the moonwalk? We saw it for the first time.
Oh, my God.
What he was basically doing there was moonwalking away from the black community.
From the black community. Look, it looks like I'm walking towards you, but I'm moving backwards.
Hell fucking no, I'm out of here.
It's magic.
Even the Ratty sang about was named Ben. How many black guys named Ben do you know? None.
He moonwalked his ass right out there.
Yeah, and now Reverend Al, with his revisionist history and his separatism.
All right, well,
he's a separatist.
We're going to take a break.
It's the only way he turns a dime is if white and black people hate each other. It's the only way Reverend Al will keep making fucking money.
Instead of just pointing out like Michael Jackson really was a universally loved guy. And he really was.
Just point that out. Don't claim him for the black man, all right? Don't claim him. We claim the moon.
And we want
only white people were on the moon, Reverend Al. So can we claim that? Wow. You fucking idiot.
And we want half of Bob Marley.
Right.
Black people have had Bob Marley all these years, and he's half ours.
Right.
His father was white. He's not fully black. I want half of Bob Marley.
Half of Obama.
Yeah.
We get half of Obama.
Let's all just get along.
Not as long as Reverend Al's spouting his shit.
Dale in Florida. Dale.
Hey, man, just wanted to say you guys are totally off base. You're talking from a white perspective.
Yes,
because I'm white.
Yeah, but whether you were a gangster listening to hip-hop back in the days or you listen to Mike, everybody listened to Mike. No one didn't like Mike's music. Yeah, I mean, that's why everybody's mourning him. Everybody is wearing the gloves and talk about their memories of Mike back in the days.
All right, Dale.
Go ahead. I'm listening. Your show. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Dale. You're right about that, but I don't think people in general were going, he's ours. He's a black guy, and he's doing
exactly.
You just listened to him because he was a talented motherfucker.
Yeah, that's right. And people only Reverend Al said that. I mean,
exactly.
I mean, if you look at like a Flavor Flav or the Run DMC guys, you're like, wow, these guys are ours. They're from our hood, our community, and look how well they're doing. You didn't think that way about Michael Jackson ever.
At least Michael Jackson. I mean, look, black people have always loved Michael Jackson, but in the early '80s, yeah, after Thriller. But as it got to be late '80s, early '90s, when he was seen as softer and weaker and getting weirder and weirder with the Elephant Man's bones, it was kind of like Ann said with OJ. Black people didn't hate him, but they were just like, we're kind of done with you. Until he allegedly committed a crime against white people, was called out on it, and then black people just kind of instinctively ran to his defense the way they ran to OJ's defense instead of remembering, like, we really didn't like this guy for quite a while.
Exactly.
I mean, he happened to commit a crime against white people, and all of a sudden white people were charging him with it, and so they felt like this solidarity with him instead of going, well, he did slice his wife's throat, or, hey, look, everyone's saying he did molest kids.
There was a drastic difference between Off the Wall and Thriller, too. Off the Wall was definitely more of a black record. Mm-hmm. And then Thriller hit, and no one saw color anymore. I'm sorry, you just didn't. But if you bought Off the Wall, you were like, that was a black record. There was a definite difference between the two albums.
I mean, I agree with that, but I mean, it's just the fact that his music.
By the way, I loved Off the Wall better than Thriller too. So
his music is just on a whole different level. That's why people's like, oh, now he's dead. Oh, now we missed him. You know, we forgot how great he was after all the molestation allegations, all those things. But I mean, I agree with what you guys are saying. But I mean, it's because he's dead. While black people were like, oh, Mike, man, we lost a great one.
All right, Dale.
You know what I mean?
Dale, hold on. You're making a good point, but what I want to ask you today, Reverend Al said when everyone turned their backs on Michael Jackson, we didn't, or whatever the quote was, right?
Right.
When you heard about him possibly touching kids and diddling kids and all that Jesus juice and all that motherfucking stuff, what were you thinking about Michael Jackson? He was still your man? Or were you like, what the fuck?
It was hate him for the allegations, but love him for his music. That's what it was.
There you go. That's turning your back on the guy, basically.
But that's the way it probably should be. Like the guy's music and hate him for what he's apparently doing or what it looked like. It looked like to everybody that's what he was doing.
Right.
And then Sharpton just got it. Go ahead.
And Sharpton's like, yeah, when everyone turned their back on him,
what?
We didn't, meaning the black community. Well, here's Dale. He kind of turned his back on him.
Revisionist history.
But turn his back on him. People were like, well, if the guy's a child molester, people kind of turn their back on Roman Polanski, too.
Exactly.
That's a no-no for all of us, Al.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
No one's running to Phil Spector's aid.
Look, if a cool Michael Jackson song came on the radio during all those, trials and stuff, I was still listening. Whatever.
Yeah.
Weren't
This
there
is a cool
some
song,
stations
but
that stopped playing Michael Jackson songs that
probably.
Yeah, I mean,
around 90. What was the first case? 93, 94.
There was a big
93?
fucking backlash when and nothing was proven or disproven.
Right.
During those cases, a lot of sealed shit, a lot of hush hush stuff, a lot of money went back and forth, settlements.
I'm gonna let you guys go.
Well, Dale, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
It got to be "Man in the Mirror."
Man in the Mirror. You could have picked anything.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's disappointed with his choice. Yeah, I know. It just popped in my head.
I'm driving my big truck right now, so I can't think. I'm trying to talk over here, pedestrian.
Is this another breathy Michael Jackson song?
It's not a bad one, though.
All right, you guys, take it easy.
Bye.
He sings like he has.
Is that called bravado or what's
Tremolo?
It's called they pin up pictures of kids naked all around the studio.
He couldn't hit the notes. They show him a photo from the back of Macaulay Culkin tying his kids.
I don't think he was a good singer.
No.
I've heard enough Michael Jackson last week to make my decision.
Well, I don't like this kind of stuff. I like the stuff where he's singing more powerfully. It's better.
Like what song?
Billie Jean?
Yeah, like
dude, I was in a Target parking.
Billie Jean, yeah.
I was in a Target parking lot, and "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough" came on, and my girl was inside shopping for a kid's birthday party, and it was easier just to drop her off because I had another kid in the car. So I rolled down all the windows, and it was in a bad area.
Yeah.
It just happened to be in a bad area. I had all the windows rolled down, and I was just cranking this, and I was doing this ridiculous fucking driver's seat dance.
You idiot.
People, I should have videotaped that one. People were like, what is wrong with this guy? This could be my favorite Michael Jackson song of all time right here, though. I don't even know.
One.
Huh?
Yeah, this one was good.
Rock With You is pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
I don't like that as much. I used to love that song as a kid. I listened to it recently. I was like... I went out and bought Michael Jackson's, like, the #1 hits album that they had. I went on iTunes like everybody else and fucking bought one.
This brings me back to basketball camp, and that's why I know this was more of a black record than Thriller was, because I went to basketball camp with mostly black guys. There's a few of us that were white, and this fucking album was just everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Just cranking from boomboxes on every basketball court in America. And then Thriller, not so much, I'm telling you.
Thriller was giant. Fucking giant.
In mainstream America.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Didn't Man in the Mirror make Jimmy cry? Is that true?
Man in the Mirror, no.
Maybe the guy's going for a joke that I'm missing. Wait, someone else is saying it.
Do you mean after a fucking...
Wait, let's see what Kevin in Connecticut
After some girl I fucked was standing next to me while I shaved, and then I looked over and realized... Get it? Tranny, winka. Go ahead, why did that make me cry?
Kevin's on the phone. Keep this on in the background there, E-Rock.
Go ahead, Kev.
Go ahead, Kev.
What concert were you at with your dad that made you cry?
What's that?
What concert were you at with your dad?
Oh, it was... don't tell me, Jimmy. It was the Village People.
No, it was Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror.
I never went to a Michael Jackson concert, buddy.
To Michael Jackson
No,
show.
what was the show where either you or your dad cried?
You were with your dad and you were crying? I don't know.
There is a story you told.
It was Man in the Mirror. I could be wrong. I'm sorry.
No, but it's not...
Man
Not Man in the Mirror.
No, it wasn't Man in the Mirror. I'm trying to remember. I do remember something about...
Really? A song? My dad?
Something about a dress you were in a dress you were with.
Man in the Mirror. There was a mirror. It was reflective glass.
There's a man.
I love how the listeners know more than we do. Because I vaguely remember Jimmy telling a story where either he or his dad or both of them got a little emotional.
Yeah.
See, look at the off-the-wall cover. That's a black record. You're not buying that if you're a white dude.
That's like Motown, though.
Right.
Like the Motown sound was very universal with black and white people.
Sure.
It wasn't like, some of the later like hip hop shit where you just get like young white guys and no real crossover. He was crossover.
Here's my fun fact that I can't even prove. More black people bought Off the Wall. More white people bought Thriller. End of discussion.
Wow. I wish we could break down that demo.
Dude, just look at the numbers in America. There's way more white people.
Well, true.
I got a black guy. You guys have the point wrong.
All right.
All right, guys.
I was willing to be corrected.
I would like to call you by your name, and it just says black guy. What's your name,
my
sir?
name is Mo.
Hey, Mo. What's up, buddy?
Black guy named Mo?
Hey, Mo.
Well, my real name is... Never mind. You don't need that. Jimmy, I love you, you funny son of a bitch.
Thank you, Mo.
Wait, we need your real name now.
My real name? No, I go by... No, all you need is Mo.
All right.
Is it short for something? I know Mosavia, and Mo was his nickname.
You can ask Voss. Voss knows me.
Okay.
Hey, what about Smooth Criminal?
What about Smooth Criminal?
We're trying to think of, like, cool, like, Michael Jackson songs where he really... What'd you say, Ant? Where he really sings it...
Yeah, he's got some power.
He's got more balls and power to his voice.
Instead of that breathy, high-pitched shit.
Although his version of Smooth
Beat
Criminal...
It.
Beat it!
Yeah.
Beat It, his voice is very
Definitely.
strong.
Yeah.
But that's a Quincy Jones fucking masterpiece.
Yeah, exactly.
But both of them are Quincy Jones albums. Off the Wall and Thriller, nothing but Quincy Jones.
Was Off the Wall Quincy Jones, too?
Yeah, that was the first. That was nothing but Quincy Jones, both
Jesus Christ, Quincy Jones, a fucking...
Yeah,
he's like the Dr. Dre of, I guess, not hip-hop, but...
Powerhouse, that guy.
Billie Jean over Beat It. Who's with me? Who's with me?
I don't know. Beat It just makes me want to be in a gang.
I put him in the same category.
Billie Jean?
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
You know why I can't... Hold on, we'll get to you, Mo, in a second. Know why I can't listen to this fucking song? There's one reason. Because they eat it.
Oh, yeah.
Weird Al fucked this song up.
He did wreck this one.
Do you just laugh when you hear Beat It, thinking of Weird Al? I do.
Yeah.
Who doesn't just laugh?
Has Weird Al
laugh?
had his time on TV yet?
Oh, he's wonderful.
Well, with bad, it's like, how about, fat? I'm fat. Yeah. I'm fat. We get it.
He should have been one song and done.
That guy had such a fucking career. There it is.
Get yourself an egg and beat it.
An egg and beat it. Why?
It doesn't matter if it's boiled or fried. Just eat it. Just eat it. Just eat it.
Get it?
I prefer John Velby's song parodies.
God, Dr. Demento, huh? Anyone with the Dr. Demento when you were growing up?
Wow.
And then Weird Al Yankovic fucked it up for Dr. Demento, because then it was all about Weird Al Yankovic songs.
Weird Al had a giant career in the 80s.
I know.
Holy fuck, did he have a giant career?
I think Pete handles him. He makes a lot of fucking money. He sells a tremendous amount of tickets.
Dude, it's a fucking morning zoo guy that did well. Mo, sorry.
No problem, bro. It's no problem.
What do you got, Mo?
All right, first of all, the young black man called earlier said that 75% of people, black folks, don't like Al Sharpton. That's true. The ones you see are the 25% that don't have jobs. Trust me, I know. I live in Memphis. Nobody likes Al Sharpton. We know he's bullshit. He's just a pitch man.
Well, no one calls him out, but
as the guy said, the media doesn't want to. The media needs somebody to laugh at, and they pointed Al Sharpton. That's what his whole little thing is about.
But he still has a power base, and he can get people fired and stuff like that. He's a clown.
It's because
he's
the media
clown
let him get away with it. He doesn't have that much of a power base. No one takes him seriously under the age of 30. You have to be an old black person to listen to Al Sharpton. That's what it is, Anthony. I love you in your racist ways, but trust me, it's not all black people. It's over 30, 40, your age black people who listen to Sharpton. That's all that is.
You know, all right, let me throw this back at you, Mo. So we watch TV, right, as dopey white guys. We see Reverend Al, and if you didn't know any better, you go, wow, black people don't work.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not even like trying to like. That's how it's portrayed on TV.
Yeah,
they have the Apollo Theater. It's all over our TVs today, and it looks like a lot of people. Wow, black people in general don't work. And as a black man that's working hard trying to raise a family, that's got to piss piss a lot of people off.
It does, because there's always the buffoonery out there that tries to make black people, the intelligent black people, look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an intelligent black man. I've gone to college. I write. I'm a stand-up comic. That's what I do full time. And, I see this, and I actually put something on my Facebook page as soon as Michael Jackson died saying, can't wait to see all the black people on TV yelling how much we missed them and all this other bullshit, because you know you're going to find the crying grandmothers, the people who never even bought a Michael Jackson album who go up there and just like, oh, we love Michael, and that's all you sing.
Yeah.
That's what they're concentrating on. That's how it always is. They want to show the lowest common denominator black person and throw them on there.
Yeah, the news loves that.
I mean, I'm not saying they don't exist.
So do we, to tell you the truth. It's pretty fun.
Come on, it's cold in the D, apparently.
Yeah.
So, we're out there. There are some ignorant black folks, trust me. I see it all the time. And but it's just not as bad as you really think it is, Anthony.
They put the media will show the black people that make white people the angriest. Because it really does get a reaction. It makes you watch. It makes you yell at the TV. But you watch it. I mean, you don't turn it off. When Sharpton's on TV, you watch because we hate him. We want to see what he's going to say. And black people, what they like about Sharpton is that he annoys us, and they find that amusing.
That's true.
But as I said, he annoys us as well, Jimmy. He annoys the hell out of us because, as you said, there's a black president, and everybody's trying to be, intelligent black folks, and then he comes up with his pompadour and ignorance and fucks it up for everybody for a few more weeks. And then Anthony goes on his rant, buys a couple more guns, and accidentally shoots a black mail carrier coming to the house at 11 o'clock at night.
Never. I am safe.
What's a mail carrier doing at his house at 11 o'clock at night?
Exactly.
Pacing the joint for the Puerto Ricans. Come on.
Mo's got some humor, man. Thanks,
Hey,
Mo.
I'm a comic. That's what I do full time. That's my real job.
You know what? You proved it.
Is that how you know Voss?
Yeah, I know Voss. Yeah, that's how I know Voss. He came down to Memphis one night and tried to bust my balls, and I'm like, I've been in this way too long. Don't mess with me.
I know the struggle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So
All
I'll
right,
play up
Mr.
there.
Mo. All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Well,
you, sir.
Eddie's very mad at me. Eddie
what
in Brooklyn. Eddie.
Yo, Opie, that's a bullshit point, bro.
It's not when you see it on TV like that.
Yeah, but when you see, how about St. Patrick's Day? You see nothing but white people on St. Patrick's Day. You don't see us saying, oh, they don't work, they don't got no jobs. Or how about when the Yankees win or the Giants win? Nothing but white people marching. It's the same thing.
I think it's a common theme that we started yesterday. Like you got the Gay Pride Parade, and it's a flamboyant display that's going on, and you got to think like the basic gay couple is not happy about how it's being portrayed on TV because that's all they show. And when Reverend Al went up to the Apollo, and you see people in the middle of the day like just losing their minds, you do think as a person, wow, how do they get off from work?
Yeah, but that's the
I'm
same
trying to
thing
get
as,
out
like-
an hour early tomorrow. I don't even know if I can pull it off.
And dude, you're talking about.
I should say that I'm going to a Michael Jackson tribute somewhere.
It's what he's talking about is not. You're talking about the parade. You're talking about events. Like Michael Jackson's death is an event, but I mean, every time Sharpton's on TV, it's not a Michael Jackson death. It's a police brutality case, or it's somebody said something inappropriate, and it's on a Tuesday afternoon or a Wednesday afternoon.
Right,
the Giants winning, or the Yankees winning, or the Puerto Rican Day Parade, or the Irish Parade, or any type of an event, quote unquote. Nobody looks at it and says that. Nobody looks at the Puerto Rican Day Parade and goes, Puerto Ricans don't work, because it's the parade. It's the same as the sports one. It's the same as the Irish Parade. But every time you see Sharpton, it just seems like it's the middle of the afternoon. That's what he's saying.
And I'm also saying that if I was a black guy, I'd be fucking pissed off how my race is being displayed on TV and with this Reverend Al, because you talk to enough black guys, they say, look, Reverend Al doesn't represent me. We do not know that because that's all we see on TV. Reverend Al representing the black community.
That's true.
But you guys are telling us that
Self-appointed.
it's different.
Oh, you guys got a good point. I'm not black though. I'm Dominican, so I'm just saying. The point that you made. But listen, you were in Washington Heights earlier yesterday. We love white people, man. We'll never hurt you. We love white people.
Yeah, I'm not.
Thank you,
I
my
know
friend.
black people work. I'm just saying how it's portrayed on TV when you see stuff that went down yesterday. And when
You
see
sounded like
Reverend
Anthony a little bit there.
I know, probably, but I was actually trying to defend, the black race. But
all right, guys. Well, have a good day, all right?
All right, man.
Opie, the protector of the black race. Not many people know that.
I think you get my point, because it's confusing to me that, black people will call and say, "Look, Reverend Al doesn't represent me."
Well,
or my friends or my family. It's like, really? That's all we know.
Sure comes across like
Thank
it does.
you. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
And if you did the whole thing with the gay pride parade, that doesn't represent us. But we don't know any better. That's all we see on TV is guys in angel wings and fucking underpants.
With their butt cheeks hanging out.
I guess what I'm trying to say is the media is doing a disservice to a lot of different.
Well, media takes the blame a lot for showing things like that, but that's they
But
put
then-
it out there. That's the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
But then the gay community, the black community, they have to figure it out and go, look, how the fuck do we get Reverend Al off the TV? Because he's making us look bad.
As our representative,
right.
He represents black people
If you're
when there is some type of injustice. He is the representative, which is just outlandish.
Yeah, you got to take some responsibility. The gays got to get together and go, look, could you not wear the angel wings? We're trying to get things done.
Reverend Al is an opportunist, racist, race baiter, and that's what he uses.
Are you
when he
singing
goes out
the
there and
Reverend Al
speaks.
song?
Oh, boy. It's one of my favorites, by the way. My personal favorites.
Well, why don't we play that going into break?
Yes. You know what? This was written so long ago, yet it's timeless because Reverend Al hasn't changed his tune.
This song is probably 10 years old.
Yeah, but it's still.
We were onto this guy a long fucking time ago.
Yeah.
And when we get back, I want to introduce everybody to Kevin Skinner.
Oh.
I showed Anthony Kevin Skinner.
Yes. Quite amazed.
You were impressed?
Definitely impressed.
We'll tell you about that.
Yeah.
And also, I want to thank a bunch of people turning me on to the new Alice in Chains song.
I want to hear it.
Ann hasn't heard it yet. I'm not really sure what to think.
Without Lane, though, it's like, no, I'm all
about Lane.
Here's my first instinct of just hearing that there's a new song. Lane ain't like fucking Steve Perry, where you get some guy in there that sounds like he got his nuts cut off.
Right.
Lane is a very distinct voice. That self-torture in his voice of fucking just doing drugs made him amazing.
Just listen to Angry Chair.
Yeah, how do you duplicate that?
That's him writing about an experience, okay?
Yeah. How do you...
All right.
How do you... you can't just take another guy and go, could you sing and write like you're teetering on the brink of death from heroin? Thanks. Just do that, and we'll be fine. No. The guy was amazing.
Right. Yeah, I don't think the phones were ringing off the hook with people going, where the fuck is he?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
We have a sold-out show to do right now.
Yeah, I love Alice.
Someone check the hotel room. I don't know. I mean, we'll play it, and then you tell me what you think.
Yes.
I kind of want to try to...
Are we doing Smash or Trash?
We could do Smash or Trash today.
Oh, I love it. We're going Morning Zoo. E-Rock could help.
I want to get in. I want to get on board with the new Alice in Chains thing because I hear good things from the guy that's singing for them. A black guy, by the way.
Listen.
Black guy doing Lane Staley's part very well. I hear.
Can we claim him as our own?
I don't think so, Ant. No, we can't do that. No,
it's Alice in Chains, though.
No. Oh, do you still like Alice in Chains? If there's a black lead singer.
I never really liked Alice in Chains. Of course, if they sound good.
You're amazed that Jerry Cantrell would hang out with a black guy, right?
Wow.
Looks like Lenny Kravitz. What the fuck?
He does look like Lenny Kravitz a little bit.
All right. Opie and Anthony, the Reverend Al song. We'll turn you on to Kevin, was it? Kevin Skinner, I think. And we'll listen to New Alice in Chains next. I heard Andy Rooney in there. We got a new Andy Rooney for everybody today.
Ooh.
Actually, Andy Rooney talking about his old clothes on television.
Really?
Yeah. We'll get to that a little later.
Jeez.
Opie and Anthony. So, you want to hear the new Alice in Chains song or a piece?
Uh-huh. Yeah, because they got a little overzealous with their with their song there.
Well, the song's 7 minutes long. And we live in a world where everything's got to be like this, right? Quick.
Very fast.
Or the Kevin Skinner thing.
Let me think.
both music.
We'll do both, but which one you want to start with?
Yeah. I guess we'll go with the Kevin Skinner.
Really?
Yeah, we'll save a little Alice.
All right. America's Got Talent. I got to officially admit that I fucking love that dumb show.
You like that show?
I don't even know why.
Isn't it just American Idol?
It's American Idol with a lot more variety.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Because you get sick of the dumb singing after a while.
Just the
All
singing.
right.
Just a little,
you
like,
got a nice
right,
voice.
we get
Great.
it.
You're going to sing a fucking Elton John cover. All right. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. Oh, is this one gay? Oh, this one's from a little town in the middle of nowhere. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, we have to go commercial first? Yeah, of course.
That was it?
Huh?
That's a commercial for the
Yeah.
Ultra HD Flip, I think.
Which I got.
Wait, is that the thick one, dude?
It's a little too thick. I'm not happy with the thickness of
Is
it.
it a 2-hour one?
Yeah.
I think I have that one too.
I mean, the regular.
I want to get
the regular
though.
Flip HD it's unbelievable. I get
I like the
compliments
Flip.
on the quality of my videos all the time,
But
and the
yours-
Ultra HD is even better.
Is it 2 hours or no?
This is an hour. That's all you need.
Ultra HD? No, I got two because of my set sometimes.
All
I'll
right,
tape
then
them.
get the Ultra HD.
All right.
I don't know if it's Ultra, I'm saying. I hope I got the Ultra.
You probably did.
I want the
I just
Ultra.
want you obsessing.
There's a
now.
thick one that is an
Gregorian.
older one that doesn't
Yeah.
look. That looks.
It's
like,
not that one.
Oh, righty.
Oh, it might be though. It just might be.
I like how we just yell at each other,
But it's
for
over
no
nothing.
reason.
Yeah.
My feet are tired.
All right.
All right. So America's Got Talent. You know, it's got its flaws because it has to have like the Simon Cowell guy who hates everything, and then they got
With that character.
and then they got what's her fucking name? Osborne. There, Sharon Osbourne.
Sharon Osbourne.
who's nice to everybody. She's kind of like the Paula Abdul character
course, yeah.
without the drugs, but with the weird face. Jimmy, I'm sorry. But Sharon Osbourne has gone way too fucking far with her plastic surgery and her
Has she?
Botox.
I haven't seen her recently.
Starting to look slightly cat-like.
I don't believe she's ever had plastic surgery.
And if she stops now, she'll be all right. But I don't think when you start that plastic surgery stuff, you ever stop.
It gets addicting.
And then you got David Hasselhoff, who's like just kind of the party guy,
He's the
like
goofy guy.
like Randy Jackson is.
But just eating burgers on his floor, drunk.
I kind of like Hasselhoff though, because he's just.
You like the Hoff?
I like the Hoff.
The
He's-
Hoff.
He's happy to be there, and he just keeps
Yeah.
the whole party going.
Nice.
And last night they had this guy. Everyone's talking about him today on Google Trends. He's top 5.
Google.
His name's Kevin Skinner. He walks out.
Play some Skinner, man.
He's from a tiny little fucking town in the middle of nowhere. I guess the only job he's ever had was being a chicken catcher. Maybe someone could explain what a fucking chicken catcher is because they didn't explain it on the show last
Or a
night.
chicken farmer is.
What is a chicken catcher?
Chicken catcher.
I know.
Obviously, they catch chickens, but
But why?
For what?
And why? Why can't you keep the chickens under control?
Shoo them into the pen where they get,
Dude, he was talking about how one night they had to catch 60,000. So I'm like, well, how about you ask this
they're
guy
out on the range.
They're actually much smarter than you think. Chickens will actually stage breaks. Like what happens if you've ever walked into a chicken coop and if you see one of them in the back and he has on tap shoes and he's going ba-da-da-da-da, you'll stand there in awe and watch. And meanwhile, 50,000 of his friends are sneaking out the back of the
Just
coop.
leaving.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They take one sick chicken and he throws himself on as the sacrificial lamb.
I am so glad you said that because I would just watch that chicken.
Dude, farmers should call in. How many of you have had 40, 50,000 chickens go missing and you were distracted by what they call the show chicken?
Now, what is the...
And he's got his little hat and he's on 2 feet and he's tipping it. And when you go, what are you doing? And he starts doing like Jimmy Durante impressions and you're like, you talk? And he goes, and then you're like, where are the rest of the chickens?
Oh, boy.
And then leave it out the back door.
Gone.
They're gone already.
They're gone.
Yeah.
And you see your truck pulling away out the chicken coop window.
Yeah, and you go, he got me.
Yeah, he got me. And then you go to the chicken. What happened? And then he just goes.
Yeah. Doesn't dance or sing anymore because
No.
there's no need to.
He can only do it short periods of time.
You're giving Coke Logic a heart attack. You know that?
I know. He's sitting there going, all right. How
You
am
just
I gonna
know
animate
which ones
this?
are going to be animated when they're happening live.
The chickens are all sneaking out the back. So a chicken catcher's job is basically to not be fooled by the song and dance routine of the show chicken.
Of the show chicken.
And to
Okay.
catch the ones that are escaping.
All
He'll
right, you
see
explained
it
that perfectly.
And no. He'll know.
Yeah.
Danny just put a picture of a dancing chicken up. It's almost exactly what Jimmy's saying.
I've never seen this.
Holy shit. Chicken's dancing.
Yes.
Oh, how much do you just want to twist that little neck?
I just want to electrify the floor. Or electrify.
Electrify.
If I was in Japan, I'd want to electrify it.
Why is the chicken dancing to I'm in the money? Oh, we're in the money.
All right. Very
That's
good.
adorable.
Chicken catcher puts them in what? Like crates when they're shipping out the chickens?
Yeah, I would gather. And, of course, a duck that plays the drum.
Well,
what the? And a bunny rabbit that drives a fire truck. And abusive animals running rampant on this video.
Yeah. And you wonder why Peter might have a problem.
Yeah, I think they might want to visit that guy's house.
Yeah.
Das Chicken ist gut. Yeah, dancing chicken is good.
All right. We're trying to learn what a chicken catcher is. Prairie in Missouri. Perry.
What's up, boys?
Hey, Perry.
Hey, man.
Hey, used to work at George's Chicken as maintenance, and apparently technology is not developed enough to catch chickens with machines. So they got these chicken houses with all these chickens, and
Au
typically
contraire.
Yeah, very nice.
No, au contraire, my friend, because I'm watching a video right now of a machine that looks like a
It's fucking terrible, man.
What the fuck?
Are they?
It's like, how do you explain this?
They're harvesting a bunch of chickens with what looks to be. Are they killing them right there? No,
No.
That's
They're
fucking
just picking 'em
horrible.
up.
They're just picking them up and
Oh, they're fine, Jimmy. They like it.
That's a fucking...
Is that a chicken catcher?
It looks like a street
street
sweeper.
cleaner.
Right.
And
God
they
damn it,
just
man.
run over
With
the,
the brushes.
chickens with it. And
I guess the brushes are kind of soft, and
Yeah.
the brush is rotating and
they sweep the chickens
yeah,
up.
sweeping up
and
the
then
chickens.
they shoot them down a chute into cages. But you know what this is? This is a
sucks,
product.
man.
Chickens are a product. We eat them. And with the quantity that we eat chicken and the amazing amounts of people in this country, they have to be gathered up like that. We would run out of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately for the chicken, they're being treated like corn in that. A little combine running them over. It's like a chicken combine.
Let's say hi to Nick in Jersey. Nick?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Jimmy, thank God you brought up that tap dancing chicken. They're very wily. You know, they've tricked me one too many times.
They are. What happens, there's another tactic they've employed recently where what will happen is if you've ever gotten a text, if you're a farmer and you've ever been in the chicken coop and you've gotten a text that says a text, that's a chicken text. That's what they try to peck out on the iPhone, but their little nails don't have any heat, so they can't.
Yes, the iPhones are very bad for chickens.
Yes, they are.
Yeah,
They all
I keep
have
getting
blackberries.
the ABQ. I keep getting the ABQ from those chicken texts.
Mm-hmm. All right, sir, let's go to John. John was a chicken catcher back in high school. John?
Hey, man.
Hey.
Hey, man. Hey, guys. Yeah, it was just a local high school job, man. You go in there late at night, pull those laying birds out of the cages, throw them in a rolling cage, and put them on a truck to be sent to make your chicken noodle soup.
Oh, I got you. So you're the last step before death for
You
the
would
chicken.
fucking... They're just sleeping all nice, dreaming a little chicken dream, and you come into their fucking coop and yank them out of their sound sleep.
Is this techno chicken?
I'm in there. It's like the Third Reich. We take them out at the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's something.
The life of a chicken sucks.
Yeah, you got to admit, the
Thank you,
life of
sir.
a fucking chicken really does blow. And there's really no wild chickens, are there?
I don't know where they fucking run around.
There's no, like, wild chicken. Like, yeah, what the fuck?
They were in upstate New York at one point. Most of them were like by the Canadian border. There were just towns of them, and then like the Danish came and moved in, and the chickens were forced out. Property values dropped. Poor chickens.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get me with the beginning of your stories.
A couple people saying they're like vacuum cleaners, just sucking up the chickens.
Yeah.
I don't know what this guy's saying. Then we got to get to Kevin Skinner. Dave in Tennessee.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man.
A chicken catcher, what they do is they follow behind an 18-wheeler. When they load them up and they transport them, sometimes you'll see them hanging out, dead on the side of the road. Well, a chicken catcher goes behind them and basically follows them and picks up all the dead chickens.
See, we're getting conflicting reports.
That's what a chicken catcher is.
All right, sir. Thank you. But this guy said that they caught 60,000 in one night. All right, so anyway, America's Got Talent. I had nothing else to do last night, so I'm watching this damn show. And then Kevin Skinner hits the stage, And he's from a small town. He's a chicken catcher. He has dirty jeans on.
Just looks like a complete hillbilly.
Yeah, his hat is on backwards. He's got kind of one of those Grateful Dead like pullovers with the thick drawstrings.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it's made out of hemp.
It looks like you took a hemp tapestry and wrapped yourself in it. Yeah.
And the guy that's supposed to be Simon Cowell, because I don't know their names, or I don't know his name.
Yeah, it's all right. Everyone knows what you mean when you say that.
Yeah, he rolls his eyes like, oh, here we go. Jesus Christ, why do I have to sit here through this, this goof?
Yeah. Do you think that's real? You think they kind of...
He had to know
gotta
ahead of
know
time.
who's coming up on stage.
They had to.
They gotta fucking know who's coming up there, and if they're good or not. They're probably briefed. Like those auditions, they just tell like 90% of the people leave. Just all of you leave, and then we're taking these people. They get auditioned by pre-audition people,
right?
And then they got to get notes that say, "All right, this guy's really good. He looks goofy,
right?
But
because they got to make
do the whole dramatic thing, like, oh boy,
they got to make the good TV.
Yeah.
Because everyone at home's like, well, this guy's got to suck. Look at him. He looks like an idiot.
Yeah, but it's a fucking work,
right? Well, here's Kevin Skinner. I don't know. I think it's worth
regardless. He's
bringing to the fucking show today. Hit it, Danny.
You ready? I'm ready to do it, man.
Nick Cannon, by the way, doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Backstage for America's Got Talent.
Yeah, right.
He's all right. Jerry Springer's our friend, but.
Sir, how are you, man?
I'm fine, man.
And what's your name, sir?
My name's Kevin Skinner.
Kevin, and what are you going to do for us today?
I'd like to sing a song for y'all by Garth Brooks.
Okay. And what
Shannon's
do you do?
laughing.
Do you do this for? Do you do this for a living, or do you have another job? And
well, I was a chicken catcher up for several years.
Kevin the chicken catcher.
This is so staged now.
So how many chickens did you catch in a day?
Well, I'm not real good at math. We caught about 60,000 in one night, 6 guys. One person caught 8 at a time.
Okay, that's it. Just to see the act.
See right there too.
Pause.
Just see the act.
Oh, the black guy's making the face.
Yeah. Let's pause it a minute before he even starts. Yeah, he goes, let's see it just to see the act.
Right.
Like, all right, I know this is going to suck. He had to reiterate that how much this is going to suck. Like the people didn't get it enough through the faces, the laughing, the goofy questions, the voice, the guy backstage making the face like, oh boy.
But then I don't know though, because then the surprise on the judges' faces. Are they that good at acting?
I think they're acting. Yeah.
Do you think sometimes they do set up the judges with something like this without telling them ahead of time?
I don't think so, because they wouldn't pour it on that much. It would just be like, whatever.
Well, then he performs.
Playing his own guitar and singing.
I bet he's good. His guitar player's really good.
Crosses my mind. If I never wake in the morning.
Say, right, Jimmy?
Would she ever doubt the way I feel about her in my heart?
Judges touched faces. This show stinks. Fucking stagey horse shit.
It's just a show, Jesus.
But it's like we get it. Are we all caught up in the moment? Don't try to make me have a moment. Oh, it's NBC. You know what? It is kind of moving. Let me not piss off the one fucking network that's been nice to me.
Right. There you go.
She's my only one. And if my time on earth.
And they're showing the audience just in stunned amazement.
I can't tell if they're amazed or if they all want this guy's throat cut.
Well, obviously the audience not in on the gag, right?
Well, no, they
can't tell the whole audience.
And these aren't shots from earlier in the show. The guy has fucking combed down hair like Charlie from Lost. I hope he meets the same fate.
Yeah.
Is this supposed to be really good though? Because it sounds like every other country thing I've ever heard in my life.
He's a nice voice.
It's nothing like standout where I was like, oh my god.
And he plays the guitar well.
He's killing a Garth Brooks song right now. He's killing it. I'm not a country music fan or a Garth Brooks fan for that matter, but he just nailed that song. That's all.
Now they're standing ovation.
Also,
this is going to be the new thing. And it started with that fucking Miss Crabapple over there in England.
Who, Edith Bunker?
Yeah, Edith Bunker in England.
Piers, what do you think, brother?
There's a moment in every season. I can remember them all. When somebody comes on stage, dressed like you are, and your cap's on the wrong way round, and, then we're all like, this is going to be a total car crash. And then you start to sing, and within about 20 seconds, you have me. And by the end of it, that was one of the most emotional, powerful performances I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I'm just going to clap.
It means a lot.
Very genuine moment.
Sure.
You come on here and you just I thought that you were going to be really hokey and silly, but you're really not, and I can tell you're a lovely person.
Thank you.
You're a very genuine man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can tell.
He's got fucking rope burns on his hand from lynching blacks.
You did a great job.
He's a nice person.
Congratulations. And
Could
America
be the
deserves
worst
it.
southern racist. He doesn't talk like a nice person.
Let's vote.
I skin chickens. I slaughter living things. Sharon, he doesn't sound
If you
nice.
win this competition,
Sounds like
I'm
a
a
creep.
yes.
Thank you. That's 3 yeses, brother. Congratulations.
Thank
Going
you.
to Vegas.
Then he cried backstage. He's got like Kurt Cobain eyes too, which is a bit creepy, but there you go.
Well, again, hopefully they made the same thing. That's the new thing to do. It kind of worked with that fucking pig in England where it's like, oh, we're surprised. Wow, this wasn't supposed to happen. So they're just going to play that out for as long as it is until they get like some fucking mongoloid with spina bifida out there. Fucking can't even talk through that fat tongue to sing perfect Sinatra.
Dee Dee Berry from Long Island writes, he's average at best. Now, Ant, you know a thing or two about singing.
Country isn't that tough to sing. I'm sorry to say. Garth Brooks is very good. There's a few songs that are very difficult to sing like him. That's a nice, slow ballad kind of thing. I think his guitar playing was very nice.
There was some emotion in that.
If he sat there,
Singing too, though, right?
Yeah. If he sat there,
I wouldn't say that was average.
No, that was above average.
That was definitely above average.
Average sucks as far as music goes.
Because don't you
average sucks.
You can't just sing the song, right? You have to like sell it, right, Ant?
Yeah.
You
The
can't
guy
just
did a great job.
You
There's
have to come from like I don't know a deep place with some of this shit.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, the guy was probably
like you were saying about Lane Staley.
Exactly.
Not not a lot of people could sing Alice in Chains songs because
'cause you
it
need
has to
that
come from a
experience.
place or an experience.
Yeah.
Or an
Something tells
emotion.
me this guy was singing that song while he's chopping up a hooker in his in his fucking chicken killing house.
Whatever. I liked it
You
last
seem
night.
like such a nice person. There is just, and I need you, baby. Just slitting throats of hookers, screaming.
Collecting driver's licenses.
I am nice, Sharon. Sometimes I laugh watching my favorite comedy, Mississippi Burning. Guy was a creep.
He really was.
Chicken murderer.
They went for the dramatic moment at the end of the show last night. They dedicated last night to America's Got Talent. I started laughing out loud, too, to Michael Jackson.
Oh, Billy. I thought it was
They had his face, the year of his birth, the year of his death. They did the slow fade after they said, we dedicate tonight's show to one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Thank you. Does this mean I got to go backstage and talk to the now? Yeah. You're such a nice person.
Look, I know what I'm getting when I watch America's Got Talent. I'm not trying to say that
Getting America and talent.
Yeah, I'm not.
Wonderful.
I'm not.
No, that guy was. It was good.
Yeah, it's fun. Just fucking trash TV.
I'll give
what
it
can
to
I tell
him,
you?
but I think that whole thing is like set up now to
think?
get that moment. They want
just
that
wanna know
moment
who's on-
where the freak comes out and wows the fucking
I
crowd.
just want to know who's in on it. The audience definitely not. The
No,
producers
audience isn't,
obviously.
but everyone else I think involved with the show is completely
There's
in
a
on
note
it.
like, okay, this guy.
Here's this guy. He's
looks
gonna
weird,
come up.
but he has some.
Dude,
fucking
I
talent.
think they play the fucking audition tapes for the judges and stuff, so they could actually see. All right, wow, that guy is good. All right, I know how to sell this now.
Right.
We'll look at him. We'll see how goofy he is, and we'll sell it like, oh, this guy's going to suck, and then we'll be so amazed when he can actually sing. And
all right, let's go to Dave in Kansas. Dave. Hey, Dave,
Kansas.
It's me?
Yeah, you.
That's
What's
you
up, buddy?
there,
Oh,
buddy.
that's Steve. Sorry about that, guys. I was going to tell you that damn chicken catcher that they're talking about, kind of like a
street sweeper with a padded tank on it, and they go around in front of it with a hose, and they suck up them damn chickens. Out here we use it for prairie dogs. So
what do you do with prairie dogs?
Oh, you suck them out of the holes.
Yeah, suck them out of the holes.
I've seen that shit.
Really?
Fuck yeah. Prairie dogs are a major problem. So these farmers, they invented this fucking vacuum thing that sucks them right out of the holes. I've seen that on TV.
They must hate that.
Carl Spackler could have used that.
The damn things eat all of our damn grass for our cattle, so they suck them out of the hole, and then the best part is you can turn around and shoot them back out, and if you got a bunch of guys with guns, it's good time.
Holy shit. We're going pull. We're going
hey, kid.
We're going to be doing the redneck
it's
thing
great.
again, man.
Launched like a mortar.
Redneck games again on the Opie and Anthony show.
That is fantastic.
What was
ain't nothing better than seeing a prairie dog fly through the sky, and you got about 10 guys with a case of beer and a couple of shotguns. Boy,
does that just sound like fun?
You
yes.
know what? Yes. Redneck games.
All right, thanks, guys.
What was the best one we heard last time?
I don't know, but that's it right now for me.
Was it the bow with the fishing?
Oh, yeah. Boat fishing.
Bow fishing where what? The motors scared the fish so they jump out of the water. And
they
then
jump
these
out
guys...
of the water, and they were actually hitting them with bows and arrows as they
from the
jump
back
out
of the
water.
boat.
Amazing.
Wow. This is very funny. Rich in Pittsburgh. Rich?
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Hey.
I saw that Principal Skinner guy on there. I mean, I think the reason he was crying at the end is because he's like, oh, shit, I got to learn another song. This is the only goddamn song I even know.
Principal Skinner.
Very good.
Yeah, we're watching the video of the guys. Look at this shit. The fish just jump out, and they shoot him with a fucking arrow.
That's amazing.
With the string attached to it, and then they just reel him in.
I would so do that.
You got to be pretty good, I think.
Oh, I would. I don't think I would hit anything, but it'd be fun just trying.
God damn, that is amazing.
Maybe Pete is onto something.
People love killing shit.
You see stuff like this, and you go, all right, maybe Pete is trying to make a point.
You know what it is, though? We kill each other. We just love killing each other. So animals, piece of cake, nothing.
All right.
Amazing.
It's our music break. So yesterday, a bunch of people on Twitter turned me on to the new Alice in Chains song, and I appreciate that. But I don't know what to think. The song's called...
Oh My, This Is a Long Song.
The song's called Holy Shit, I'm Bleeding.
Hey, what'd you did?
Mosquito bites, I'm picking.
Don't pick.
Yeah, put toothpaste on. They stop itching.
No, I didn't mean to pick it. I was just itching.
Oh, yeah.
They make products, sir.
Toothpaste. My grandmother taught me that. Toothpaste on a bite or whatever will stop the itching, a bug bite.
Your grandma told you that?
It's one of those old lady remedies, but it worked.
All right.
When nothing would stop the itch of a skeeter, Nana said some toothpaste and do the old trickaroo. And she was right.
My nanner told me.
You find
toothpaste.
You find the mosquitoes in the woods when you're trying to find your fucking golf ball.
Oh, yeah.
And with all that rain.
But you don't. See,
it's a sunny
don't
day.
Pick, though.
No, I didn't mean to be honest with you.
Oh, you just scratched?
Yeah, I scratched. But that's what's so fucking weird when it's a beautiful sunny day and all of a sudden you're getting bit by mosquitoes. Like, what the fuck? Oh, that's why. I'm in a swamp looking for my stupid golf ball. How important is it to find my dumb ball?
Take the drop.
Right. Anyway, Alice in Chains, A Looking in View is the name of the song.
A Looking in View?
Yeah.
A Looking in View.
Yeah. Now,
that doesn't make sense.
The story of Lane Staley is quite tragic and sad. And I haven't really followed the band since his death, but they have tried to move on. They got a new singer. He's a black guy. I don't know his name, but I hear really good things about him. I've checked out some of the YouTube videos of live performances, and he harmonizes really well with Jerry Cantrell. And the sound is still there because, the guys that did the sound, they're still with the band. Yeah. Mostly Jerry Cantrell, right?
Jerry Cantrell was that whole, that weird harmony that was
and the guitars are
indicative
very
of Alice in Chains.
Unique to the band.
Mm-hmm.
So now they're, I guess, is this their first song they're putting out officially?
I haven't heard one.
I really don't know. But we're going to take a listen to it. Ann hasn't heard it yet.
All right, let me see.
We can't play the whole 7 minutes.
No, it's 7 minutes. That's so fucking self-indulgent.
In the year 2009, that's crazy.
Yeah.
They got the sound still.
Yeah, that's cool.
damn it, I love that sound.
Footsteps creak the floor, the shadows give away. Someone outside the door won't let them in. That steals your peace of mind before you know it's gone.
First of all, it's all over the fucking place. That is all over the place. There's a lot of effect on his voice, and yeah, there's no hook there. Like Alice in Chains songs were pretty
catchy.
heavy and shit, but they were catchy songs. They had they had a hook. They had
it's definitely the Alice in Chains sound.
Yeah,
the harmony's there,
but his voice doesn't. It's not unique. He doesn't have that unique Lane Staley voice, which made Alice in Chains Alice in Chains.
See, I don't know Lane Staley. I mean, I know who he is. I don't know what Alice in Chains.
Oh, get unplugged.
You're like a crazy person.
I honestly don't.
Get unplugged.
This is fucking
it's a good tune.
A great song.
Man in the Box.
I mean, Lane's voice in this is amazing.
Let me hear some of the lyrics. I know this song.
Yeah. Okay. Old school. Listen to that fucking voice.
My shit.
Keep going until he blasts it out. That's the voice. Fuck. God damn. There ain't no fucking replacing that guy.
God,
I'm sorry.
You got chills?
Yeah.
I get a little... I get the chills.
When he goes up like that,
Yeah.
and that rasp and shit, fucking amazing.
Know what the difference is?
Voice, that
the
fucking
harmonizing he did with Jerry Cantrell was really good.
Yeah.
But then there was a point where Lane Staley looked at Jerry and went, "I got this."
Mm-hmm.
And then Jerry Cantrell backed off the mic a little bit. You sort of hear him in the background, and Lane Staley just takes fucking control.
Yeah.
And that's what made Alice in Chains great.
And that new guy's kind of buried in effect.
Yeah, you still get it. But you don't get the new guy just saying, "All right, it's my turn. Watch what I could do."
He's too effective. The voice.
Yeah.
What's that, Dan? It's real heavily layered. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
never just isolate his voice and hear it. At
Yeah.
least in this track.
It's good though.
And
I
then
mean,
you could go, and the other thing is, Yeah, I'd like to see him do an unplugged like Alice in Chains did, where, there was fucking Lane. There's no effect. I mean, huge fucking production of an album or something like that. He's sitting there just blasting fucking amazing vocals out.
Absolutely.
That pisses me off when I hear
no shit,
old
dude.
Alice in Chains like
No
that.
fucking shit.
It's like,
I'm
you
with you
dick.
on that, too.
You selfish fuck. You should have made a few more tunes.
The guy disappeared. No one knew. He blew off everybody, including his own family.
And the music, too. Like, the track, I mean, it's not bad, but it sounds like it's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
And
It's like 3 songs mashed together.
That's exactly how I felt about the new Metallica stuff. Like, it wasn't bad stuff. It was heavy as shit, but it just sounded like they wrote a whole bunch of heavy riffs and threw them together and was like, oh, here, this is new Metallica.
Well, I know they can't sound like it's like, here, we're going to sound just like it's 1990 fucking 4 again. And
it's how they make music nowadays, too, where everyone does their work parts and then they try to patch it together in a studio.
Everybody's trying so hard to, like, recapture, like, their their
Right.
grand years or whatever. It's just, move on.
I disagree with you on the Metallica, and I'll tell you why. Because it's like if they put out something that's exactly like they used to, people go, they haven't changed at all. Or if they get really soft, people go, man, like a couple of their albums, people go, it's almost like a no-win. And they put out an album that's actually genuinely heavy. I've really listened to it,
but I don't think the actual music, like, it's genuinely heavy, but the music itself isn't genuine. And I think that you can kind of see that in the fact that, like, we're lacking singles here. It's like, well, they had that one single, and what happened? It dropped off the face of the planet. That's exactly pretty much the same thing that happened with Saint Anger, which I don't feel was genuine Metallica music.
I think I'm officially out with Metallica.
I love the new Metallica.
I couldn't even name.
At least it was softer, but it was genuine.
No, I was a big Metallica fan, but I'm not gonna lie. I started with the Black Album. I'm not gonna try to be a cool Metallica guy, but the Black Album turned me on to Metallica, and then I went back and listened to some of the older stuff, and I fucking love it. But now the new album, as I sit here and I brag that I'm kind of a music guy, as far as, like, mainstream music goes, I understand when I talk music, people go, oh, fuck, he doesn't know shit because I don't know all the underground crap and all that. Whatever. But with the Metallica album, as I sit here, I couldn't even name one song off the album. That's how, and I used to pay attention.
I'm big time, huge time Metallica, and, like, I heard the new album was coming out. I was kind of excited, and then, like, when the single dropped, it was just like, oh, okay. And then James is screaming, "Love is a 4-letter word," and I'm like,
Danny just.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oof.
And I'm just like, I think I'm out of this one.
Oh, by the way, bravo to Kevin from Jersey. Yes, my favorite Alice in Chains song is Nutshell. Nutshell. Yeah. Barely got radio airplay.
There aren't many I don't fucking like, man. I mean, just listening to that goddamn voice.
Right. Yeah. Well, all right. I think they made a horrible decision by putting out a 7-minute song. They should have put out, like, a 4-minute song that's really well put together with, like you said, a hook.
Yeah.
Get everyone's attention with a nice hook. The sound is there. The harmonizing is definitely there. But, like you said, it's all over the place.
There's nothing melodic there is what it is. You could be hard and melodic. They've done it before. Soundgarden did it, I mean, but it's not there. It's just this fucking like let's fucking sound real heavy and not have any.
It's riff A,
flow
riff
to
B,
it, right?
Riff C,
Yeah.
Let it be known
Exactly.
though, because it is being brought up and it is true. Jerry Cantrell wrote all the music and all the lyrics.
Yeah, but you know something?
It didn't matter. The Lane
Doesn't
Staley.
matter. Someone delivered the fucking paints and canvas to Da Vinci. Also, it's like.
Let's go to Brad and Emerson. Where's Emerson? Is that down there in Atlanta? Brad?
Oh no, that's Anderson, South Carolina.
What do you got, buddy?
Same thing.
I was
Teasing,
just
of
gonna
course.
say that, being an Alice in Chains from way back, I agree with what you're saying as far as the new song and everything. But I did kind of like it, pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not saying like, wow, that sucks dick, because it isn't Lane.
Mm-hmm. There's a big difference.
There's a big difference, and yeah.
Yeah,
I was hoping for something a little more, and it's one track off the fucking thing. Who knows what the rest is going to sound like?
I think that's all they got.
Oh shit!
Anyway,
probably.
I really do. I think they're just kind of throwing it out there and seeing what people think.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good myself.
I would have to hear it a couple times. Thanks, Brad.
All right, well, we need a new Nirvana too. Just kidding.
You can't. You know what?
I know.
You can't sing along with that one. You know that isn't a sing-along song.
And he's so powerful that you don't even hear yourself sing when you're trying to reach.
You think you sound great,
right?
Because like Lane's voice is just blasting out of your speakers, and like I think I'm hitting the notes.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got to tape it and then listen back.
Oh,
oofa!
I love Blue Healer, but I hate him today. 7 minutes is nothing. New Dream Theater song is over 16 minutes long. Give a listen to
Theater?
A Nightmare to Remember. I tried for years to try to just get the band.
Everybody, dude,
I fucking hate Dream Theater.
I had so many people like, dude, Dream Theater, man.
Who the fuck are they?
And when it was in high school, everybody's like, dude, if you like metal, you're going to love Dream Theater.
And when you work in rock radio, every once in a while they throw a Dream Theater song at you, like, we're working this, so this is it for them.
Yeah, dude, I saw it was tour.
What was their biggest song?
Some tour.
What was one of their songs?
Dude,
Who are they?
I can't even think.
But
they were like one of the co-headliners with Megadeth at some tour, Gigantour, I think.
Right.
And I could not fucking.
But you know what?
Wait.
Dream
for them
Theater
to be done.
fans fucking think it starts and stops with that band.
Yep.
They're like
You
the
can't
metal,
argue with those people.
No.
They're like the metal Yes.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Danny Bravo.
That's exactly
That's
what they are.
it.
You nailed it. Dream Theater fan?
Absolutely.
God damn it,
Oh,
Evan.
shit.
And I was starting to
Came in
like you.
here.
Why isn't he?
I am the biggest Dream Theater fan.
Why?
What's
Explain
that big song
Dream
they have?
Theater.
Bitch hips?
Explain Dream Theater.
Well, you either love them or you don't.
Yeah, I know that much.
They kind of got a cult following going.
Yeah, I know that much.
They had one kind of hit song.
What song was it?
It was called "Pull Me Under."
Oh,
in
yeah,
the early '90s.
That was the song. That's
That
right.
was the song?
Yeah.
Let me hear
They
it.
might have had another one besides that, no?
I want to hear Pull Me Under.
Yeah,
mean,
this fucking thing.
That was the only one that got MTV play at all.
This is the Dream Theater guitar sound,
Yeah.
by the way. Every tune you will hear.
It sounds like fucking Unforgiven.
Yeah, a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, Unforgiven sounds like this.
And this is the big hit.
It kicks in.
7 minutes.
They're epic.
Nah. Epic, huh?
This stinks.
How long is this song?
No one needs an intro this long.
No one.
No one.
No
in music.
need for this.
How old is this? What is special about this intro? Start fucking singing.
Dream Theater is for gay metal fans. Makes me want to go LARPing. This sucks.
They're still not singing.
My ears hurt.
Oh my God.
Here it comes. Oh my God.
That's where the song should have
vocals
started. Or just start here with the intro.
Oh, now it wants around again. Okay.
How long?
Now it's got to come in now. Here it is.
It's been a minute 30.
Hear the vocals. And go. Come on, that's where they came in.
No, you have to add a new layer.
We're heading to 2 minutes without vocals.
I think this is the album version.
Are they going
I think
long
there
on
was
this
a
now?
radio edit.
All right, here it comes. Back around. Now they add a little double bass in there. Here it comes. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on!
Jesus!
Oh my God! I don't care now.
Well, we got to kind of be into that self-indulgent kind of musical masturbation type deal.
This sucks, by the way.
Are they singing about goblins?
Goblins.
What are they fucking...
Goblin jizz. Listen to this fucking crap.
Are they Long Island guys?
Yeah,
they are,
actually
right?
came from my hometown.
Look, man, I'm getting beat up. I understand. People that like Dream Theater will fucking
Oh, they'll
defend
be
their band.
fucking
I understand. I
crazy.
never got it. That's all I'm saying.
They will absolutely
I'm not saying
go.
my taste should be everyone's taste. I'm just stating my stupid opinion.
You just
What do you
can't-
got, Danny?
You can't push it on people. That's all.
He nails it, man. Scott M. and Havok, look at the feedback. It says, sounds like the end of a 90s video game.
Yes.
People are getting mad that we're trashing them, but what do you want
Oh,
from us?
fuck you. We cannot like it.
It's not bad.
All right, listen.
Terrible.
All right, let's move on. Jesus Christ, Dream Theater. And their new song is 16 minutes long. You're going to sit through that, Evan? God bless you.
They have a 40-minute long song,
Do
which
they?
is fantastic.
It's not fantastic.
What is
Yes.
it called?
6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. Yeah.
6 degrees of
What does that
inner
mean?
turbulence. Yeah, please explain.
6
Yes.
degrees of inner turbulence.
You start off feeling bad about yourself and get to Kevin Bacon somehow?
Well, I don't think anybody claimed that their lyrical content was anything special. But
Oh, no.
as far as
they knew how to play their
said-
instruments.
musical
or they
ability,
know how.
you can't even touch them.
Oh, really?
I'm sure you can, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
That was not that was terrible.
I'm sure you could knock on their door and touch
Yeah.
them.
That intro was the most ponderous fucking waiting game for a lackluster payoff.
Merciful
That's
Fate
what
was
I
much
say.
better musicians than that.
Well, that wasn't a good example, I don't think, of displaying.
Soulless show-offs. That's what we're getting from Point Blank. Soulless show-offs.
That's one perspective.
Mike in New York wants to defend Dream Theater because Evan's doing a horrendous job. Go ahead, Mike.
Yes, exactly. All right. First of all, let's clear a couple things up. Yes, they're not going to have a lot of 4 or 5 minute radio-friendly songs. And most of the stuff that does get played on the radio, unless it's on Eddie Trunk's show, is going to be some sort of edited version. So you have to be kind of into the long song format, number one. Number two, they are phenomenal musicians, all of them. They're very diverse, so you can hear a song like you just heard, which is kind of like a 90s standard rock. They have stuff that sounds like Pink Floyd, stuff that sounds, like hard rock, mixed with but really good melodic stuff. The singer has a great voice. And all that stuff. Now, as far as that 6 Degree song, that's 26 minutes. You have to keep in mind it's actually a full album. It's like a concept. That's like saying Tommy is one long song. It's really not. If you look on the album, it's broken up into 6 different songs that are very distinct and individual.
Very
and very
distinct,
different.
I bet.
I'm talking about the title track off that album,
Right,
which
it's
is a
still,
separate
yes,
song.
it's 26 minutes, but if you actually look at the CD jacket, it's broken up into 7 parts. And they're all different, and some of them are even considered individual songs, in their own right again. So
we should actually package this as the worst conversation ever.
come on, Jimmy. Jimmy. I know if it's not Sabbath or Ozzy,
No, dude, I enjoyed the Lane Staley talk. This conversation was just.
All right, on the new album.
Sir, not to interrupt you. You could have been saying bread, cookies, bread. He could have been saying pens and pencils, and that would have held the same emotional impact on me.
Look, I don't care. I don't care what band you talk about. No song should be longer than fucking 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
and I think that's
most,
pushing
right.
it.
At most.
You should never start a
That
song.
is pushing it.
You should never start a song. Go watch Seinfeld and then come back and listen to the end of the song.
Yeah, you could.
That's a rule of thumb.
And that goes for Tool. Love Tool. Let's keep it under control, though. Tool.
Listen,
they get a little long in the tooth with their live shows. Huh?
If you want to hear something that's heavy but still has a good melody, on the new album, the first track that you were going to play, The Nightmare That Never Ends, and then there's one called The Shattered Fortress.
The Shattered Fortress,
Dude,
man. What does that mean?
You shouldn't have song titles in the year 2009. That's
the drummer's
that are
an
the
alcoholic,
Shattered.
and
What?
he's got a series of songs that have similar parts in it throughout the last several albums, and that's the most recent one.
Really,
and if you want to do like a ballad sound, there's a song called "The Best of Times," which is also the drummer's father passed away last year, and it's a song that he wrote in tribute to his father.
You know what? I wish him nothing but the best.
The Best of Times?
They're Long Island guys, but I'm not going to a show anytime soon.
Yes, "The Best of Times" is not a cover of the Styx song. It's
Oh, why would it be? He should have named the song after his dad, Mr. Roboto, Mr. Popo.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, go ahead. Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Or maybe his dad was a renegade.
Evan, he did a better job defending the band than you.
And that was a terrible job.
No, that was not good at all. It's not for casual listening. If you're
Who
into
came first, Dream Theater or Queensryche?
Queensryche.
It's the same sound, though, no?
Yeah,
Although
I
Silent
always
Lucidity
put
was
them
kind of cool.
I always put them in the same kind of category, but
Silent Lucidity comes on. You turn the channel or you crank it up?
I'm out.
You're out?
I punch right out of that.
All right.
Drivel.
Tom in Jersey. Tom.
Hey, how you doing, guys? Hope you like that band Mad Season. Lane Staley sang on that one album they all put together. I think it was Pearl Jam guys too.
Dude, do I like Mad Season? Are you crazy? I fucking love it. River of Deceit. Huh?
That stuff rocks. Like River of Deceit's an awesome song too, and it's soft.
I love Mad Season.
Yeah.
Mad Season rules. Are you in with the Mad Season, Ant?
Wait a minute. Turn this down.
Oh, little
Turn it
Nicky
off.
has arrived
Turn
for
it off.
work. I wonder if he likes Mad
Little
Season
Nicky.
and Alice
There
in
he
Chains.
goes.
There
Hi,
he goes.
little
Hi,
Nicky.
little Nicky.
How you doing?
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Mad Season, you in or out?
I'm in.
Yeah?
Yeah, it holds a little nostalgia for me from the old AF days. You know?
He brings his voice way down.
Yeah.
Very mellow Lane Staley on this album. What are some of the other songs on there? Long Gone Days on there?
The songs we got.
I'm thinking we play one going into break.
Derek saying Wake Up is another one.
Wake Up rules. You like Wake Up, Tom? Oh, he's punching out.
My chair.
You want to hear Wake Up?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
You don't know Mad Season?
No, I do.
You just haven't heard it in a while?
No. I remember the stuff we used to play.
River to Sea. What was the other hit off there?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to remember.
I haven't thought of Mad Season in a while, to be honest. Oh, let's just go to break with this.
It has bells in it.
No, this thing rolls very fucking down.
Yeah, man.
We'll be back with the Opie and Anthony show.
All right, man.
makes a very good point. That's Lane Staley, Mad Season, Wake Up. I love the song.
It's very good.
I fucking love the damn thing. But, I mean, it's music taste, you know? People have varying opinions about music always, and I hope people understand we know that.
Yeah.
We're not trying to tell you, hey, you know, this is it. What you're listening to sucks. Listen to Mad Season. No, not at all. Booby Man writes, thanks. I just woke up, and now hearing this, I'm falling back to sleep. Doug in Atlanta, make it stop. Please make it stop. Stephen S. from Bayshore. Next, can you play a few tracks off Freedom Rock? Man.
Turn it up.
Loving the music this morning. Damn, I haven't heard these in ages. Great break, fellas. Talk about long, boring intros with no vocals. Mad Season's got it. That's Dave C. on Long Island. Stephen S. again. That song is so mellow and relaxing. It causes anal leakage. ANC from Jersey. Fucking unreal album. And then a lot of Mad Season fans checking in saying, you know, talking about other songs that are great on the album.
Yeah.
So there you go. Stephen S. though now says that is a good song. And then someone else writes, oh my God, is this the same song still?
People thanking you for playing it, and then people cursing you for playing it.
I know. That's how it is.
It's hysterical.
I know that happens when you play music.
That's why you can't
we
say
think
stinks,
Dream
though.
Theater sucks.
I know that.
Some people think it rules.
See, I would be the guy saying Dream Theater sucks.
Yeah.
But there's people out there going, fuck you, they
you,
rule.
It rules.
And I would be the guy saying that Wake Up song is an amazing song. Lane Staley, fuck.
And then other people go, it's a good name for the song, Wake Up, I was falling asleep. You're always going to get that shit, though.
Are we done with this? Because now Steve handed in Down in a Hole, Alice in Chains with the new singer.
New singer doing Down in a Hole?
Unplugged.
All right, got to hear a
audience recording, though. That part is easy to pull off with the harmonizing, if you know Alice in Chains.
Important part.
Yeah, that's the end, though. This is where Lane Staley would say to Jerry, move out of my way.
It's like a cover band doing it. I mean, he doesn't suck.
A real good cover band.
it's-
The guy has talent.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, enough of that. Maybe we have Jerry Cantrell come in here and then prove to us that he's got something going on. Get the word out to Jerry.
Come on,
We'll have an
Jerry.
open mind. Bring
Now,
the band
Jerry.
in. Do some acoustic stuff for us. You got a huge audience.
Yeah,
Let's see
come
what
on
they
in.
could do.
Unplugged right here on our show.
Weren't they pitched to us?
I would have said yes in a second. Oh, you know what? That might be in the works, actually, now that I think about it. You got two huge Alice in Chains fans in studio. I would have an open mind to see what the new band's all about.
Yeah.
All right. Opie and Anthony, new Andy Rooney on the way. Bruno in trouble, guys.
Isn't he always?
He's in trouble.
For doing what? Making a movie about what gay people do at the Pride Parade?
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll find out why he's in trouble. A reporter slaps a dude live on TV.
Oh.
A blown home run call.
Oh, man.
That lucky home run call.
So we got something for everyone here on the Opie and Anthony show. But first, Backstage with O&A with Sam Roberts.
And now, Backstage with O&A. Here is Primetime Sam Roberts.
I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and news broke on the Opie and Anthony show that show personality Bobo recently came out of the closet and had sex with his very own brother. We found Bobo sitting on his ass and asked him to clarify the issue.
So, Bobo, there are all these rumors going around. You had sex with your brother last weekend. Those rumors are not true. But you did have sex with him. Just not last weekend.
That's not true. Maybe there was, and I don't remember it.
So you could have had sex with your brother?
That's the truth. While we were on the topic, we got a little bit deeper into Bobo's sexual proclivities.
So you are a heterosexual?
Exactly.
How many women have you been with?
Unfortunately, I'm a virgin, but damn well, I've been freaking eager for pussy since at least middle school.
What kind of porn do you like to watch?
I'll always watch porn films with lesbian action. I'm talking about chicks, and that includes using strap-ons.
Strap-ons?
Well, for some reason, it's easier for me to picture myself. Like, sometimes when I watch porn, especially when you're jacking off the porn, I like to use my imagination of me, because I imagine I'm in the middle, I'm with one chick, and the other broad me and the other broad are double teaming.
So it would be kind of your fantasy to be with a woman with a strap-on on.
Well, what if she really wanted to do that kind of thing? Well, I'm open to it if she really wanted to do that, all right?
Put it in you.
Exactly. If she wanted to do that.
Okay, and then if, I'm not saying it's true, but if somebody were to say that's gay, then in that case you would be gay.
Well, for that moment, yeah.
There you have it.
Bobo is a gay guy. Maybe one day he'll get that strap-on he deserves so much. I'm Primetime Sam Roberts, and this has been
Backstage with O&A.
Moving right along. Still lots to do today. Al Franken officially wins Minnesota Senate race.
How annoying is that?
Norm Coleman concedes after 7 months. So does that mean nothing has been done in Minnesota in the last 7 months?
Since the election.
No work has been done?
Nothing.
Remember that toddler who survived the plane crash we were talking about yesterday?
Dead?
No, the toddler is actually a 14-year-old girl.
How the hell did she survive?
What?
Yeah, it was a 14-year-old girl, not a toddler.
How's that a toddler?
Well, that's what the media said.
God.
And we were like going, wow, that's fucked up. And we're thinking, how does a toddler survive that shit?
It's a grown woman.
Sean William Scott on TV.
Oh, there he is.
Our buddy, our friend.
Uh-oh.
How great was that radio yesterday?
That was fun.
Let's see. You know, he's a pretty honest guy, and he's talking to your ex right now.
Oh, boy.
I wonder if he's brave enough to bring it up.
Bring it up.
I know he's brave enough. If he can think of it, he'll
What's going on?
Someone monitor Channel 11 here in New York to see if Sean William Scott brings up Anthony.
Hey, by the way.
All right. The dermatologist is the father of Michael Jackson's kids. And Deborah Rowe is not the biological mother. She was just a surrogate. We're learning a lot of cool stuff. And then another fucking plane out of LaGuardia hit a few birds and had to make a nice emergency landing.
Some Boyds, an American Airlines plane, yeah.
737.
Yep. Hit some Boyds.
They got to start killing those fucking birds around that airport. What are we waiting for?
How do you do that, though? There's so
Because the next time, we're not going to get a Sully. We're going to get a nice fucking pinwheel.
A big disaster in New York. Bodies fucking washing up all over the place.
Yeah. A cartwheel or something.
That'd suck.
That plane is going to just be a disaster. Blown home run call. These are always fun.
Ooh, who made this one?
I don't know. We're going to find out. Ooh. We like hearing these for the first time on the air. Hopefully it's good for our Hall of Fame. Yes, Danny?
Nah, it's probably not Hall of Fame, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you downplaying it before we play it?
Well, I mean, I know how exciting these can get sometimes when they're really, really good.
Yeah.
It's not a really, really good one.
Oh, that sucks.
You can make quality pitches. Euclid's got a hold of that one to deep center field. Jones is back and at the wall and up and goodbye home run. No! He caught it!
All right.
Well,
it's all right. Yeah, it was good. Goodbye home run.
It'll go in a replay one day.
But the reporter slapping the dude is pretty good.
That was funny.
I have to. Can you see it, or is it only audio?
Let me bring it up.
Yeah, you have to see the video. We'll turn you on to the video, but here's the audio portion for the radio audience. The TV audience will get the TV portion.
Yes.
Latest, we talked to some fans. Steve.
Trisha, Nina, Fremont Street here is the place where locals and tourists alike gather to listen to music. And, people like this, they listen to this stuff all the time, for example. If you see this guy's... you like Michael Jackson too, don't you? Well, as you see, this guy's a little out of control right now, but you can't blame him for that. Let's tell you a little bit more about Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
So, basically the deal...
Okay, apparently unruly fan out there. Getting involved in, never want to do that with Steve Ryan's live shot there.
Sometimes it happens, especially when people have a little too much to drink.
Yes.
So anyway, we'll try to get back to Steve Ryan and see if we can get him away from that guy. But in the meantime...
Why can't these guys just talk like human beings when moments happen? And why they continue with their banter?
He won't leave him alone.
Yes, they listen to this stuff all the time, for example. If you see this guy's... you like Michael Jackson too, don't you? Well,
keeps pushing him out of the shot. Pushing him out of the shot.
Let's tell you a little bit more about Michael Jackson.
He keeps walking away from the guy.
Oh,
wow.
Nice. He gives him one in the face.
Unruly fan out there.
What is the right thing to do there? I don't know who I dislike more.
Sometimes it happens, especially when people have a little too much to drink.
That guy
was invading the reporter's space
really
big time.
Yeah, he kept walking around. The cameraman was trying to keep him in there.
I'm team reporter on that one. Because he didn't really slap him like he probably
He kind of pushed him.
He kind of slapped him in the face.
Pushed him in the face.
What the fuck? You made your point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm more distracted by the dumb banter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, it is hard to do those.
Happens.
You don't get in his live shot. Ooh, that angers him. Yeah.
It's a big week for Michael Jackson fans, and we have one among us. Simple Mike.
Oh.
Remember Simple Mike?
How
have you met
could
Simple
we
Mike?
forget Simple
I
Mike?
think you were out, Jimmy, when we brought Simple Mike into the studio. He insists that he sings his Michael Jackson, Billie Jean song. I just heard a what outside the studio. What's wrong, Simple Mike?
Nothing. I was just unaware I had to sing it live. I thought it would be a pre-recorded thing.
Well, what's the Michael Jackson song all about?
It's just sort of a parody song about Billy Mays to the tune of Billie Jean.
Oh, wow.
Wrote a little bit, thought I would record it, but...
Billy Mays, Billie Jean.
We thought
there it is.
We thought it'd be fun to just do it live for everyone.
Yeah,
sure.
why not? You ever sing karaoke?
Yeah, no, I have. I have in the
okay.
past. Yeah, I don't know if I'm particularly good at it, but...
All right, Sam, what do we got here?
I mean, the studios are all full up, so if you want to record it, this is a studio to
I'm
record it
game.
in.
I'm game. I'm way good.
You ready to go with this?
You got to memorize, so you got to read off the sheet?
I have the list. I mean, I just hope my pacing's on.
All right, well...
Yeah.
We understand it's live.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to go for it.
So it's a Michael Jackson song dedicated to the death of Billy Mays.
Yeah. Or, I guess it's a bad Billy Mays.
Yeah,
sort of, whatever.
All right. Let's start the track and see what Simple Mike could do.
Is there the karaoke version on YouTube?
What?
Huh?
I think there's a karaoke version on YouTube.
I got the karaoke.
Do you have the words? I don't know when to come in, but I guess I'll just go for it.
What do you mean you don't know when to come in?
It's your words.
Yeah, but with the music, when do you come in with the music? But I guess we'll just play it by ear.
You'll know.
Artiste.
You'll know.
Yeah.
Are we ready? You ready, Mike?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready, Opie.
Here's Simple Mike with his Billy Mays tribute song, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
A little parody.
That's when you come in right there, right? He was more like a pitchman with a crappy scheme. I said don't mind because his beard could sell anyone. OxyClean, Orange Glow, Mighty Putty.
Okay.
Are we off?
That might have been a problem.
Yeah. I mean, can you get it on YouTube?
YouTube.
Right there?
Why do you need the YouTube version?
Because then I can see when the lyrics come up. I know the timing.
Wow, he was getting a little huffy with you there.
No,
Dan.
I'm not trying to get huffy.
A little huffy.
Dan, what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, if you got so much confidence in the bit, shouldn't you just know when to come in?
I mean, I wrote this a while ago. I thought I was going to get an hour ago.
Oh, so I guess really? You didn't just slap this together in about a minute and a half?
When that music comes in, that...
Yeah, that's where I
guess
went.
that's
You want
the-
Anthony to point?
No, I guess that's the, because I'm not even sure, to tell you the truth. I think that's the
Right.
intro.
So you need the YouTube karaoke version.
Well, that would just, I mean, it'd be easier, I guess.
All right. Let's
Yeah, see, there you go.
All right.
Let's see.
Take two.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
This is a better version of the song, too.
Great. Still the intro.
He was more like a pitchman with a crappy scheme. I said don't mind because his beard could sell anyone. OxyClean, Orange Glow, Mighty Putty. He said these are the best. OxyClean, Orange Glow, Mighty Putty. He told me his name was Billy Mays as he pitched his shit, but everything I bought found its way to the trash. Kaboom, handy switch, awesome auger. People always told me, be careful what you buy. Don't go around buying infomercial crap. But Billy always told me I could get 2 for 1. But be careful what you do, cause they screw you on the shipping. Hey, hey, Billy Mays is not my buddy. He's just a guy who claims his stuff is the one. His shit is in my trash. Says he is the one, but his shit is in my trash.
That's good.
Yeah, Finn, there it is. There we go.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I was told to keep it a little short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we get your fellow interns to come in and
and
critique you?
And just slam you for another 40
Sam,
minutes?
just yell out the door. Who wants to come in and critique Simple Mike?
Who wants to come in and
Oh, they're running down the hall. Look at Matt.
Holy shit, look at Matt. He's pulling his pants up.
Fucking fat Matt.
Wow, you
Never
guys.
seen him move like that. Who wants first? Who wants first? This is Pierce, right?
Yeah, this is Pierce.
All right, Pierce, what do you got on
I
the
was
song?
terrible, Mike. I thought you were out there singing so much better earlier. What?
Yeah,
You're
what
nervous
happened,
here?
Mike?
No, I mean, I think I did pretty well compared to my rehearsals with my headphones in by the computer. I mean,
Those are
how good do we expect here?
Very good. This is the #1 radio show in the country.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean,
I hurt for you. It really hurt my teeth to listen to that.
Oh, Jesus.
All right, give it to Matt.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Matt.
An absolute abortion from beginning to end.
To lend?
To lend. He's out of breath, though, Jimmy. He had to run down the hall. He's got the body of a 55-year-old man.
Yeah, I'm a fat fucking mess, but I'm not as big as a mess as that asshole.
Oh, Simple
I mean,
Mike.
What's with the aggression, man?
Yeah, what's with the aggression, Matt?
I don't like you.
Why don't you like him?
Yeah, what can I do? Help me out here.
You don't like his
I'd
very
like you to
even
play the
tan?
choking game and win. That's it.
The what game, Sam?
The choking game.
The choking game. It's a game where somebody like Simple Mike would choke himself till he died.
Oh. You want to choke yourself?
No, I don't.
Until you pass out?
No.
Choke yourself.
All right.
Nick,
It's like you have no concept of how syllables work.
Well, I mean, that's sort of singing off the cuff there, you know. I wish I
call
could.
it-
We call it. It's not off the cuff because you wrote it down.
so
We
much
in the
anger.
business call it shoehorning.
Shoehorning.
If you're shoehorning words in that don't fit the phrasing of the original song, it makes it sound a little awkward.
Right, I wanted to get the awesome auger and Mighty Putty in there, and so I
Well,
had
who
to do a
wouldn't?
little shoehorning.
Those are those are the big gets.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad. Evan?
I went over this a little bit with Mike this morning. and
Why do you always squint when you're trying to make a point?
I don't know.
His
But,
eyes get all squinty. You notice that, Sam?
yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I discussed and went over him several times about how important it is for the syllables to match up and for the flow of it to pretty much correspond with the original song.
Right.
There's a reason why Evan is specifically disappointed. He was given Simple Mike as his intern. This is Evan's soldier. And Evan constantly feels let down by Mike.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not supporting Team Seaman very well.
Team what?
Seaman. Evan's actual last name is not Champion. It's actually Seaman.
Your last name is Seaman. And Sam, when were you going to tell us this?
Well, I was calling him Evan Champion because I thought he was a champion, but his actual last name is Seaman, as in jizz.
How do you spell Seaman?
Seaman.
Oh,
like,
that way.
Like you're in the Navy.
You just add the A to try to make it sound less
At least we know how he got the gig. What's your name? Evans, you're hired.
Tell me about your family's background.
Evan Seaman.
Might as well have just said Evan Mouthwash.
All right. Anyone else on Simple Mike's song?
I thought it was funny.
Thank you, Jimmy.
I thought he was going to put a lot more like dance moves into it because he does do the dance after every show.
Well, this is true.
I was kind of disappointed with that,
Yes.
and we had him in studio dancing the other day. Like, why wouldn't he do it?
Sam makes him dance every day after the show.
Yeah. Well, people should dance.
Yeah.
I mean,
while we have everyone in here, Sam, what's the O&A Intern Audio Challenge?
Well, this was put together by Troy Kwan and myself. We handed out flash recorders, audio recorders to each intern.
Okay.
And set them loose for 24 hours on the most interesting, most entertaining city in the world, New York City.
Okay.
And said, this is your chance to be a star. This is your chance to really make it. We want the best 45 to 60 seconds of audio, whether it be funny, entertaining, interesting, whatever you want. The best 45 to 60 seconds of audio, and you each get one chance, and whoever's is the best gets to be the new executive intern.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That executive intern spot is
very important.
Coveted.
All right. We start with Pierce.
Yes.
Pierce's entry into the Intern Audio Challenge.
You got a dirty ass.
When was your last bowel movement?
That would be last night. It was pretty messy.
How did you get her pregnant?
First, you have to tickle them.
What are these flowers for, your beautiful wife?
They are for my beautiful daughter, who's graduating from middle school tonight, going off to high school. Yes, her chastity belt is being fitted tomorrow. The youth-like enthusiasm needs to stay all the time.
I've got a bunch of Jewish friends, and they always complain about how there's too many Jews and how they'd like to get rid of them all. I mean, they find things that they really hate about their own people, and that's not good.
I walked into the airport. I needed 2 tickets for Paris. When I went to the ticket counter, it was an attractive woman with large breasts. I said, could I have 2 tickets for Paris, which was what I meant to say, but what came out was, could I have 2 tits for Paris?
Oh, Jimmy's very uncomfortable.
That last one, yeah.
Oh. Sam, what did we just hear?
Well,
a montage of what?
These
Answers
pieces, the context, these are supposed to be standalone pieces, not put in context, but standalone 45 to 60 seconds. I can only assume that was just he interviewed a bunch of people and just decided somehow those were his best answers to questions that I don't know what the question.
Well, Sam, talk to me. He's right next to you.
Pierce, what did we hear?
Yeah, I just interviewed a bunch of people, and those are the best answers, so I just made a little montage, trying to make it as funny as possible, I guess.
What is funny? He's very nervous right now. Why are you nervous, Pierce?
Because you're critiquing my my material,
Yeah. What do you think, Sam?
I wouldn't say it was one of the better ones, necessarily. I mean...
Are there better ones? Because if they're not, you might want to bail on the bit right now.
Yes, there are better ones. I mean, this is the thing.
Yeah.
Like, this is a chance for these interns to really shine. Like, if you fail at this, and we told them ahead of time, this is one of those things. If you fail at this, it could be it. If you succeed, then maybe you have a whole new thing that you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you get a bit. You get a benchmark, bit that you do. Or,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad, Pierce. You're learning. I'm not going to trash the guy.
Maybe all the others are even worse, so maybe Pierce's is the best.
I sure hope so, for Pierce's sake.
Yeah, me too.
All right, intern Dennis. Which one's Dennis?
That's right there with the hoodie
Dennis,
with the
who
rhinestones.
obviously sells drugs when he's not interning because he has better clothes than all of us.
Thank you.
Bartender, right?
Bartender,
yes,
I
remember
thank you.
that. Okay.
Thank you.
Dennis, his piece for the Intern Audio Challenge.
Have you ever put G in someone's drink to get them like a day rate roofie? No, I don't have to. I have a big enough cock. Big enough cock? Yeah. How big is it? I'm over 9 inches. Over 9 inches? Is that it? Yeah. Wow. I have 13 piercings on my dick. What? I love them. 13 piercings? Yeah. I don't believe it. You want to see it? I'm going to dick smack you right now. Don't smack me. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it with the mic. Here we go.
Here we have it. I just dick smacked a gay guy. That's so funny, dude.
Where else could you dick smack a gay guy?
And totally feel like it's totally normal. Like, I just met you and I just dick smacked you with a microphone. Like,
I don't take offense to it, though. It's life. It's what it is. How, what are you going to walk around with a fucking grudge on your shoulders because you're gay?
Fuck, Sam.
What?
Well, I listened to it.
Okay.
And when he recorded it, he said, haha, this is funny.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, oh, this is funny.
Safe to say it's better than Pierce, right?
Yeah. I mean, at least...
So Dennis is in the lead.
I mean...
Yes, Dennis.
It started pouring yesterday. I had all this equipment on, and I was under a canopy with this gay guy in pink pants. I'm like, wait a minute, I got to record this guy. So I walk up to him, and I start talking to him. I have about 18 minutes of an interview. It's just some of the most outrageous shit.
That was the best minute, though.
But that's when I had the most fun. I got to whack this guy, in his balls with a fucking microphone. So it was, I thought it was hilarious. I'm sorry.
Hilarious. I got
Never heard anything so funny in my life.
I know. Fucking hilarious.
All right. What do you think, Hank?
Cool.
We go to you.
Hilarious.
Hilarious? All right.
No, I didn't know what it was at first, and then I realized that. You sounded very energetic.
Mm-hmm.
It was very high energy. You sounded very happy to be dick smacking a gay man.
It was funny because we were with a bunch
funny
of,
thing
we,
again.
we were with a bunch of people, and as the interview kept going longer and longer, I found myself alone with this guy, and I was like, wow, this is kind of weird now. Then he started hitting on me and other stuff, and,
That is funny.
All right.
Yeah. But here's the thing, like, when they were giving these recorders, we were like, it's New York City. Maybe you want to go stand outside the Letterman studios and find a celebrity to interview.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you could even record a bowel movement.
What are we looking for, the funniest or the...
Just the best, like the thing that you would actually play on your show.
The most interesting minute of audio from
So
the intern.
the thing we would actually play on our show, so have we gotten that yet?
In my personal opinion?
Yeah.
No, certainly not.
That wasn't bad.
But it wasn't...
It's on par with the dumb home run call we just played.
Ooh.
Well, that's kind of a thing we...
we wouldn't tease it before break, like, oh my God, don't go anywhere, but we'd probably just throw it in there.
But if I came back from Gay Pride with audio of me hitting a gay man in the balls with a microphone, wouldn't you guys be like, Sam...
I think we might goof on you a bit.
Yeah, we'd say, Sam, you're obviously gay. Why would you do that?
Right. So, I mean...
Yeah.
Right. But I don't know him well enough to say that to him. So.
Or, Sam, you lost, all your humor.
Right.
Exactly, something like that. Like, aren't you usually funny when you go out? Like,
all right, but Dennis is in the lead.
Yeah, I mean, to me.
Pierce, you're out. You can sit down. Take a seat.
You should sit on the floor. You should sit on the floor.
Jesus, Sam.
Cross-legged.
Up next, it's the Intern Audio Challenge, looking for the most interesting 60 seconds from these guys. It's Simple Mike's audio. His entry into the contest.
Simple Mike.
Simple Mike.
Should we maybe interview Mike beforehand?
Yeah,
find out where he went and all that?
Because when he talked to me about this, he said he went a little outside of the box.
Hold on. People saying Pierce was better.
Uh-oh.
Is Pierce still in this?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and be a dictator.
Sam, what do you think?
Me, personally?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Dennis?
I guess so.
All right.
Still very early, though.
Mike, you want to explain your audio before we play it?
I say we just roll it. I mean, no one else got a chance to explain.
Oh,
well, yeah, but it's early, and maybe we set something up. Maybe we make something work
you're
here.
So unlikable.
Yeah, I mean, it is a modernistic take on the street interview.
Oh my God!
Go to Fat Matt. Matt, do you mind Fat Matt? You probably do.
I don't give a shit.
All right, why
if you're
are you
calling me
mad?
Michael Mohr, you can call me Fat Matt. I don't give a fuck. But why do you have to add a tag to everything?
He asked me to.
You could have just said, I went on the street, I did an interview. You didn't say it was a modernistic take. You try to be too fucking cool for the room. Just shut up and play the fucking audio.
Wow. That's an angry kid. I love it.
It really is.
Why all the anger, Matt?
Nobody loves me, so I just take it out on the world.
As in what? Nobody? Your family? Your friends?
My family loves me. My friends somewhat despise me, and no woman will ever touch me.
Why do your friends despise you?
I'm a dick. I like making people feel bad about themselves because it makes me feel better about myself.
Despise.
And why no girls in your life?
Because of that, and also I'm a fat mess.
Oh.
Simple.
Do you want to get a girl?
I'd like to, but I just fail miserably at every attempt.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Harsh.
You ready for Intern Mike's audio?
Who wouldn't be?
Okay.
Sam gave me the worst recorder, and it has to be plugged into a wall to work. I like dress up pretty nice, and I got the worst swamp ass in the world. And I go all the way across town, and I start trying to interview this bouncer. And I'm like looking for a place to plug it in, and he's like, "Okay, that's enough, white boy. Like, I'm not waiting any longer." And I just look at him and I go like, "How many jobs do you get fired from before you started bouncing?" And he just lunges at me, and I start running, and my swamp ass is awful. He starts whipping this water bottle full of water at me. He's like whipping it all over my back. And I finally find this cab, and I'm about to get in, and he's like 20 yards from me, and he's like, "That's right, white boy, run away." And I was kind of mad, and I just look at him, and I'm like, "Why are you so poor?" And he starts bull rushing me again, and I like jump in the cab, and he throws a water bottle at the cab, and I'm all wet. And like, if I went to a doctor, I would have the worst recorded swamp ass in history. I know it. It was awful.
Well, the last phrase there was perfect. It was indeed.
Sam?
Mike came back to the studio the day after I gave him the recorder and explained that the flash recorder that every other intern used perfectly did not work unless it was plugged into a wall. I rebutted by taking the flash recorder out of his hand, not plugging it in, turning it on, and using it.
Right.
So that would be the problem, that Mike, again, is simple. And didn't grasp the concept.
Simple, right.
Wow. His fellow interns want in. Who wants to start?
I don't get that.
Well, let's go to Mike first. What were you trying to accomplish there?
What were you doing?
Even Danny?
Well, what's not to get? It was a modernistic approach to the shit. I'm just saying. Obviously.
Modernistic.
Simple Mike.
No, I mean, I was stuck without a recorder, and I actually was put in this situation.
You had a
happened.
recorder.
Yeah, well, I did have a recorder, right, and
Yes.
This actually did happen. And so, like, I'm sitting in my room thinking, how the hell am I supposed to do here? And so I just took that and ran with it and decided to do a telling of what happened.
It's a lie, though. It obviously didn't happen.
No, I mean, it did happen.
No, it didn't.
I like having this kid around, by the way. I don't know why, but I do.
Because he's irritating.
Yeah.
Because he looks like Linderman from My Bodyguard.
So you didn't really do the assignment. You just went in your room and kind of cried or something.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did do the assignment, but I just talked about it instead of presenting it. I mean,
who wants in? Any comments from
Modernistic?
Nick.
Yeah, outside the box.
Well, from
hey, what is it? You know, in Japan they have the pubic hair like fucking thing. What is it called? A merkin?
A merkin, yeah, a merkin.
That's classic.
Your hair looks like a merkin.
No, what I was going to say about Mike is, like, from what I understand, an interview is between two or more people, not yourself sitting in a room fucking telling
what was
telling
the
what happened.
assignment?
That's a story.
Sam, what was the assignment?
Now he's got a point here.
Sam, he's asking you a question. Yeah. Will you answer Simple Mike, please?
Of course. The assignment was to just simply find the best audio. However, the audio you just played was prefaced by Mike calling it a modernistic take on an interview on the street. Since there was one person involved and no street, it was neither of those two things.
Well, that's modernism for you, you know?
No, it's not.
Yeah, you know, it's a breakdown of tradition.
Yeah, what's the definition of modernism? Oh, you want Matt back in? Matt. Yes, Matt.
Go into a corner and just shut up.
What? He's explaining the definition of modernism.
Somehow
we can all learn here. Simple Mike, what's modernism?
Yeah, well, modernism, Opie, was a art movement in the early 19th century or 20th century that, you know, broke from the bourgeoisie standard of art. And, you know, pop artists such as Lichtenstein, the bourgeois.
The bourgeoisie.
Didn't break from the boar.
Bourgeoisie? What is it, Jimmy? What is it?
Now I forgot how to say it. Bourgeois.
Bourgeois?
How do you spell that?
I don't know, but I know it's not bourgeoisie.
Oh, are you asking Jimmy to spell?
Yeah, I was just wondering.
That isn't like how do you spell that? Like, teach me.
Bourgeois.
Oh, yeah? How do you spell that?
It's something along the lines of BOUR. GOISE or OUISE. It's something like that. But I know that you don't pronounce it like you fucking pronounced it.
Right.
I don't speak French, but I know that you don't pronounce the bourgeoisie. Could you please pass the jelly?
Any other questions for Jimmy there, Simple Mike?
No, I mean, I was just curious.
All right. So continue with your modernism definition.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know, there were guidelines set up for art, and people had to follow through tradition. And finally, they said, you know, enough of it. Our socialist movement or the social social environment of the early 1900s was, not susceptible, not going along with art anymore. So these pop artists, Lichtenstein, broke free and started, they started getting attention.
What's the most popular modernism art piece?
Probably Lichtenstein's pop art.
Of
Pollock.
course. What the fuck is that?
Picasso.
I'm Papa.
I'm a fan of Pablo Picasso.
Yeah, the guitarist.
He was never called an asshole.
No.
Repo Man.
The only problem with the whole thing is that the modernistic take on a street interview is the same thing as the traditionalist take on sitting in your bedroom and talking into a microphone.
That's fair. That's fair.
Which would be...
That's fair. He's like, that's fair.
Right, like a lazy person's version of getting audio.
Matt, do you like art? What kind of art do you like?
Not really much of an art person, but I did take art classes, and what he said sounded completely ridiculous and nonsensical.
Nonsensical. Huh?
I made up a word, but I don't give a shit. He can make up fucking art
Nonsensical
types.
is a word.
Nonsense?
Yes,
that's
Yay
a
me.
What do you...
Wow.
Mike?
What?
Matt's calling you a
You
liar.
have a retort.
Yeah.
I mean, pull up the Wikipedia and let's go over it.
To retort. All right.
I mean, I just...
So thumbs up for Simple Mike's...
So far, I'll say Simple Mike beats Dennis. Yes, Dennis, sit down on the floor.
Why?
Huh?
He fucking hit some gay guy in the cock.
Because...
Are you nuts?
The guy who hits the gay guy in the cock is worse than him babbling in his room?
Because at least Simple Mike was non-traditionalist, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, Mike, you think that's a fair assumption of your
Yeah, well, I think everybody did really well. I'm proud of everybody.
What are you
I'm
proud
supportive,
of?
and I think
my
everybody brought
God,
products to
this
here.
kid's got balls.
And I think I'm confident in my audio.
Oh, does
I
he
think
have balls?
I think my levels were bad.
Why are you proud of everybody?
Because I think we need some optimism among our team here. I'm gonna be the one to bring
Team.
it. I'm gonna be the one.
Oh, you're gonna be a great corporate guy.
Here's the thing.
You're gonna be a great corporate guy.
If Simple Mike doesn't beat Dennis, then Simple Mike would have to sit on the floor instead of by that microphone.
Oh, yeah, we really want him.
Yeah, exactly.
We do want you on mic, which is making Matt very jealous. Matt, you jealous that Simple Mike's getting a lot of airtime?
No, not at all.
Why?
Because why not? Why not let a one-note joke fucking go on the air?
Oh, shit.
Jesus. Can't win.
All right, we move on to intern Matt Ryan's piece. Of course, Fat Matt.
Fat Matt, as they call him. Well, as you called him.
You want to set up your piece for the intern audio challenge?
Well, I was going to do an interview with somebody in my neighborhood, but I decided to go to my school and interview the person from my school's paper to see if they can offer any insight into the modern political discussion.
Mm-hmm. Also, I noticed that yours is the shortest entry.
Really?
Yeah.
45 to 60 seconds was the guideline,
so he's in.
To keep him to that guideline.
All right.
Hello, it's Matt Ryan here with
Vandenberg, editor of Scepter newspaper in Kingsborough Community College.
What is your current opinion on our president and the recent situations involving the economy?
Well, I do like Obama. I did vote for Obama.
Can I ask why you voted for Obama?
I didn't like McCain. I didn't like his policies. I didn't like...
I'm sorry, what specific about McCain's policies did you not believe in?
I didn't like his ideas for fixing the economy. I didn't like the fact that he didn't focus on education or healthcare or anything. I like that Obama had the whole healthcare campaign, which is a big thing that...
Did you read any of that big healthcare campaign packet that he put out?
No, not yet, actually. No, didn't read a lot of it. Just
like a 60 Minutes interview with a poor young girl.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
Well, let's go to Simple Mike.
You, dummy.
Simple Mike, Matt had a lot to say about your entry. What do you have to say about Matt's entry?
Yeah, I think it took a little bit from... I think, Sam, didn't you do, What's the Haps last year with this type material? I think it's a little not relevant, but, I think he did really well. He put himself out there. He went for the gold. Matt, I'm proud of you, man. Good job.
At least I got the initiative to travel and do something aside from just sit in my room in my underwear, press the record button, and drone on and on about a fucking bouncer and a shit that never happened. At least I tried to be proactive and go with the bit. Unlike you, who at the last fucking moment at 3:39 in the morning saying, "Oh shit, I gotta go into work today," turned on the recorder half asleep and said, I saw a bouncer and he threw water at me. He hurled insults at me. My mother didn't love me. and drone on and on and on, then show up and say, "Oh, the recorder didn't work, so I had to do this."
It really didn't work, but I mean, semantics.
Well, it did work.
It worked for everybody else.
Semantics. We're talking semantics now.
Yeah, no, it definitely did not work.
It did. No, you didn't work. The
Okay.
recorder worked.
Oh,
damn.
Oh, Sam's calling you out, Simple Mike.
Sam.
I fixed it.
Huh?
Did you just charge it?
I said I had the same problem, but I fixed it. I mean, you just got to turn it on and off and on until it works.
I could fix it.
Yeah.
I mean, so there are problems with it. So there is. It could be probable that it didn't work.
So you're blaming Sam, Mike?
No, I
it's
don't.
pretty
I mean-
obvious because Sam, handed over, a piece of equipment that wasn't working properly.
Yeah,
so,
but Sam did give me the option to go out again.
Oh, really?
So, and I
But-
said no.
No, I got lucky because I actually have magic, and I was able to make the recorder work through my magic that I have.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess that's why it didn't work because
Magic.
Mike is just somebody who's not.
All right.
Was
Was Matt's better than Simple Mike?
Matt-
Keep in mind that Simple Mike is staying in front of that microphone.
Well,
true.
That's not fair, though.
Please be quiet. Matt did show initiative, but that was kind of the same bit I did in November when the election was going on.
Yeah. Don't you think that wasn't very timely? I mean, you're talking election
I was
stuff.
grasping at straws, and I just went with what I had, which was nothing. So
Well,
I just interviewed a dumb liberal chick and moved on.
It was timely in the sense that it was the shortest one, I think.
Oh,
damn.
An eyebrow has gone up.
Damn.
Matt's eyebrow went way
You
up.
really think you hit a home run with that, didn't you, boy?
No, I thought that was a base hit. I'm on base.
No, it wasn't.
No.
You ought to punctuate with that with a French word. Touche.
I just don't like you, and I don't like that.
We heard.
fucking
We know.
shirt
We know.
you're
We know.
wearing.
We know.
It's
We know.
Why don't you like his
aggravating
shirt?
me. Looks like he's wearing a fucking tomato. It's just bothering me.
It's just a red shirt.
If it was orange, I'd be wearing an orange, or so.
What?
I'm just saying, any color it was, he was going after it. He
Modernistic
was going after it.
comment
No, it
on a
wasn't.
shirt.
It's just a very annoying shirt, and you've worn it almost every single day since you've been here, and it's agitated me every single day since you've been here.
He wants to just stand out. That's smart.
Thank God for this intern segment. It gave me a chance to fix my flip phone. It was broken.
Yeah. All right. So who's leading there, Sam?
Matt, sit down, please.
Oh, Matt.
Simple Mike is still in the lead.
Wow, you are
What are you,
I'm on
crazy?
Fuego right now.
pay you off or
Matt,
something?
no, I mean that was my bit from November.
Matt, is that fair? As you sit on the floor?
You know what? If you want to put this dickhead over, go ahead and put this dickhead over.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I can't hear you from up here in this chair.
Get up.
Fucking face.
All right, thank you.
For you, Sam, I'll sit down.
Thank you.
Wait, you're pissed off by that comment there?
Yeah, he's got this air of superiority over everybody, and you're nothing. Fucking George Carmelita's country.
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
All right.
Ooh.
Matt's on the floor.
It's very tense.
And Simple Mike's
Yeah.
still in the big seat, the big chair with the boys. Noah's piece.
Oh yes, Noah.
Yeah, I went up to this man who had sweatpants and suspenders pulled up to his nipples, and I just had him talk for about 10 minutes and boiled it down to about a minute.
Sweatpants. Pulled up to his nipples. All right. This sounds kind of promising.
All right.
Yeah, he looked like he may have had some sort of social disease. Yeah.
All right.
I'd give it
Willing
a try.
to give it a listen?
All right, let's take a listen.
Don't have to oversell it.
It's the intern audio challenge. This is just
great.
It's going very well, Sam. It's amazing.
What radio is that? What's this all about? Huh? What's that?
I'm just showing you this recording.
Oh, the recording.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
You like the radio?
I like the radio. I like people who are humorous on the radio. I like to,
You listen to the Opie and Anthony show?
Not really.
No?
No, I don't usually listen to that kind of show.
They're wacky guys.
Yeah, I know they're wacky. They're very wacky. Yeah, they talk about different humorous things.
Humorous situations.
Situations that go on in and around the world and around the city.
Goings-on.
The goings-on.
Happenings.
In the entertainment world. Yeah, I like humor. Yeah. Me, I like humor. I like humor. I watch humor on the TV. Huh?
All right.
I didn't know you did amateur interviews, Jimmy.
Wow, look at him. He got on the defensive so quickly before anybody even commented on maybe that was kind of interesting. The guy was, you know.
Why are you going after Jim? I'm confused by what he just said.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
It was a joke. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I was texting.
Oh, sorry.
What were you trying to say?
I said I didn't know you did amateur interviews, Jimmy. Yeah, yeah. No, Opie didn't. Yeah.
Why amateur interviews? Does that sound like Jimmy?
No, amateur as in it was a student interview.
Jimmy?
No, I was a joke. I was comparing Jimmy to the social disorder man on the other end of the interview.
Wow.
Just as a joke.
Ouch. Ooh.
Wow.
Fucking A.
Sorry, I mean, I thought it was just a...
So you think that sounded like Jimmy?
No, I don't think it sounded like Jimmy at all. I think it sounded so far from Jimmy that it was funny.
I think you guys are being too hard on Simple Mike. Don't the four of you guys just sit around and do a radio show together?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Everyone's on their phones. I'm stuck trying to sell this fucking bit. Jesus Christ. Sam.
Well, I mean, no. How did you feel the piece went?
I think it was stronger than most that have been played so far.
Why
most
does Evan
or all?
All. I think it's better than all of them.
Okay. And why does Evan look like he has bad gas?
Evan, how's your gas?
You all right?
Nah, it's I've never felt this uncomfortable with Mike and what he's saying.
Why? You get along with Mike usually?
I mean, yeah, we don't not get along, but he just has to learn how to not talk.
Mike is supposed to be Evan's student. Yeah. So the Mike's behavior is supposed to represent Evan.
Wait, Evan just started interning, but now
Evan's been here for like 4 months, 5 months.
Oh. And now what? He's your protege or something?
He's one of my proteges.
Who's the other one?
One of your proteges?
I have Noah and Pierce.
What the fuck are you doing behind the scenes, Sam?
You're like fucking...
They're all interns. What are you giving them a hierarchy
Sam
for?
is fucking laughing his ass off.
These guys are his play toys.
Yeah. Yeah,
what do you
play
mean?
with people.
You're his mentor?
Yeah, it's my job to make sure these guys fly straight and work at their potential.
Really?
People need an intern.
You can't even walk straight. Think about flying.
Simple Mike, is he a good mentor? Or mentor?
Yeah, I think he's new at it, but he's getting good.
Wow. Jesus, damn.
What the fuck?
He's illegal, this guy.
What?
Well, are you new to it or not?
Yeah, but I mean...
All right, so I agree with Simple Mike then.
Can you give a straight compliment to anything, or does it have to be a veiled insult in every one of them?
No, I've been giving compliments. I've been giving compliments all day.
Backhanded.
What was the backhanded part of that compliment?
I think you're new at it, but you're getting better.
That's the back. All right, now I just spotted the backhanded part of it. I think you're new at it.
Evan?
It's just... I've been trying to put everything I got behind him, but he keeps disappointing me on a consistent basis.
In what way?
Almost every way.
Right?
Yeah, I mean... I guess I don't even know what to say.
Matt, you're all
it's
right?
Good on the radio.
Yeah.
I'm doing just fine.
You're still pissed that Simple Mike beat you out, though.
No, I'm letting the anger slowly wash away.
Okay.
Let it eat me up inside till I die.
All right. Did Simple Mike think his was better than Matt?
What?
Did Simple Mike think that his piece was better than Matt's?
Do I think mine was better than Matt's?
Yeah.
It's not for me to decide, but I think I had an edge.
You sat
Slight
in
edge.
a room
Slight edge.
and talked to yourself like you usually do, probably. And I actually did something that was proactive to the bit.
You're doing McCain jokes over there, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm doing McCain jokes. I'm trying to be witty and different, and actually witty and the same. I apologize to you, Sam. I forgot you did that bit.
Ooh.
But yet, you just droned on and on for about a minute and just tried to make yourself feel better by saying, oh, the recorder was broken, aside from the fact that you're a lazy piece of shit.
It was broken, but I mean, I can't win with that. I'm going to drop that.
It wasn't.
Simple Mike, I get a feeling that you feel like you're much smarter than the rest of the interns.
Yes.
That's
the feeling I get.
No, I get that feeling. So is it true or not?
You have a superiority thing.
Yeah. A superiority complex where I feel like I have to assert myself constantly?
No, you have a superiority complex.
Are you smarter than everyone in the...
You're smarter than everyone when you're actually not.
Yeah.
I mean, smart is such a word that can apply, smarter. No, I think Matt... I think Matt knows more about everything in this office than I do.
Okay.
triple.
I'm
10
talking about
times.
general knowledge. Are you the smartest intern?
I don't know,
I'm not
we
talking
should have
about
a-
radio. I'm talking about just as a human being.
We should have a trivia bowl or something.
Trivia bowl.
Or some sort of,
Evan?
contest. Let's put it on.
Evan wants in so bad.
I challenge you to the trivia.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's right.
What kind of trivia?
Any kind, general knowledge.
Sam loves a challenge
Any
between
subject.
these two also.
Or is there some,
this is like a video game for
Oh, yeah.
Sam. He just picks a...
How can we get some quick trivia questions?
We'll get somebody.
This is not something we need to fucking pre-promote. Trust me.
I don't know. We could get some on-air production and stuff, some
Now,
promos.
fuck all
running.
that. All right, well, maybe we could have a... Could Danny find some basic trivia questions? Danny, could you find some basic trivia questions?
Sure, if you really want to do this.
People have to understand that Evan is undefeated in challenges on the Opie and Anthony
really?
show. Guitar
That is
Hero
true.
Challenge.
Well, no, I don't think he won that.
He did win that.
No, the electricity went out when Danny wasn't done yet with his set, if
there
you
was
remember.
some controversy around that. And
I don't know
tapes
about a
had to be
controversy. I
looked
know
at.
that the fucking machine broke down. And when the machine breaks down, we break down.
You're not going to allow that.
No.
Evan?
Gonna allow that.
Well, I don't consider it a victory, although technically it was a victory.
And you consider it a victory.
Well, no, because, I won again, and...
Well, Danny wasn't,
All right, we'll see how you do against Simple Mike. Now, so Noah's piece, better than Simple Mike's?
It was good. Noah's was good, but it was kind of, to me, one-dimensional, right?
Yeah, Simple Mike's was very different. I like that about his piece.
No, you should probably sit, not on the couch, on the floor.
It was different. I'll
All right,
give
now
it that.
we move on to Nick. Nick, his entry into the Intern Audio Challenge. Should we just play it?
Yeah, Nick's was actually good.
Today on New York City Living with intern Nick. Fashion. Tell the listeners at home what you're wearing today.
I'm wearing a pair of black Glamour Kills jeans, tank top, and a vest.
Nice. You may just look like the biggest piece of shit I've seen all day.
Thank you.
Frequent flyer miles. Cool. How did you pay for your trip to get to New York?
Frequent flyer miles.
Nice. How'd you accumulate those?
Just my mom.
Nice. Are you one of those kids just going to mooch off your parents for the rest of your fucking life?
Hopefully not.
I bet you are. Food. All right, what are you guys eating?
McDonald's.
All right, cool. So you flew all the fucking way to New York to eat McDonald's in Times Square?
Pretty much.
Get real. Old ladies' vaginas.
I just had my picture taken with the naked cowboy.
It's a good-looking man.
He's got a body.
You must be so wet right now.
Not really.
But first, me fucking a girl.
Opie and Anthony.
What the
fuck? Hey,
Cool.
let me tell you something. I thought that was pretty fucking funny.
Absolutely. For him to be able to pull that child's testimony.
Was that actually you fucking your girlfriend, or you just set it up nice?
Oh,
for
no,
the-
it was just a girl.
On the street or whatever?
No, like in my house, not my girlfriend, just a girl.
Oh.
Who does his voice sound like? Dee Snider? His voice sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
No, just the voice. Just Sally.
Trying to.
I think
Never
he
stop
sounds like
talking.
one of Kenny's kids.
Yeah.
No, somebody I've heard on air, yeah.
All right.
I
like the interviews. I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, that was very
and
original.
then he put it together in an original fashion.
To be fair, too, his original piece had like a whole bed and everything behind it, but I had to tell him that there's no production value allowed.
Oh shit! So he was a go-getter who went over, above and beyond what was even asked of him.
Yes,
unlike
Holy
Simple
shit.
Mike, right, Matt?
Unlike Simple Mike, who just what did he do, Matt?
Sit in his bedroom before work, turn on a recorder, and then come in and bitch and moan about a recorder that wasn't broken.
All right.
There you go.
Simple Mike, what did you think of Noah's piece? Nick's piece, excuse me.
Yeah, I thought the chapter's really cool. I thought that worked out really well.
The what?
How he chaptered it with the frequent flyer miles.
Chaptered
I thought that was good.
Chaptered it.
Yeah.
So you got
Don't
set
you know
up.
the lingo, Opie?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of us would have said.
Lingo?
A lot of us would have said prefaced.
Prefaced.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chaptered it.
Yeah, so you knew what you're getting into before you heard the joke, so it kind of set it up a little bit, I thought.
Are you going to give him like a compliment?
Yeah,
Let's hear
no,
a compliment, a real compliment.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I thought it was funnier than mine.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. I thought the
That's good.
I think the aggressive.
Ooh.
What happened?
Would have took a fucking miracle to beat yours there, Mike.
Mike?
My goodness.
You really thought that you had a good piece there?
I mean, no, I think I just got beat.
Everything you bring to the table is just awful. Everything you've written, everything
It's like a
you've
broken
recorded,
record over here.
Everything.
Oh, broken record.
At least I'm speaking the truth and not spouting lies and idiocy like you.
Ooh. Are you mad that Simple Mike comes from a very, very nice family?
Is he from a well-to-do family?
Well-to-do family.
I could give a shit if he's affluent or not.
How do people know I'm from a well-to-do family, if I even am?
It's so obvious, dude.
You just have this air about you. It's so fucking obvious.
I don't know. He's got ripped pockets on his casual slacks.
I think he's just trying to fit in.
He also
and
wears,
woman's tennis socks. He's a fucking oddly dressed man.
Yes, Nick?
He also wears khakis every day and a Swiss Army watch, which, from what I know, is not a cheap watch. At all. Oh, and his parents got him an $800 a month apartment in the city. Specifically for the internship.
Just for the internship.
All right.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Okay.
Wait, where's $800 a month? Let's hash this out a little bit before I respond, just so I can.
By the way,
I'll do it
Hash
for you
away.
because we were in the elevator the very first day of our internship. You said, "Hi, I'm Mike." I said, "Hey, I'm Nick." You said, "Where do you live?" I said, "Jersey," and I said, "You." Or I asked you, and you said, "Oh, I have an apartment in the city." It's like, did you get it just for the summer? Yeah. How much are you paying? $800.
Wow,
that is verbatim the fucking conversation.
First conversation ever.
Not to mention, your parents live in New Jersey, 40 minutes outside the George Washington Bridge, making you have an apartment so fucking unnecessary.
How long have you been stewing over this? Because is that rehearsed? I mean,
nothing.
That just came out. Day one in the elevator. I heard you, and it went like this.
Yeah,
Do you really
definitely.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Do you really have an apartment just for the internship?
I mean, I'm in the city this summer. I'm in the city.
And you're doing
You're summering in New York.
Yeah,
summering in New York.
Summering in Manhattan.
What is $800 a month in New York get you?
Are you fucking
Apparently,
serious?
An apartment.
What's wrong,
Dude,
Nick?
I make $80 a week. And your parents are fucking... That's
I mean, who says my
week for
parents
an
were paying?
apartment.
Who said my parents were paying, Nick?
How are you paying for it?
Oh, give me a...
I mean, I don't.
Trust fund.
Why is there so much anger?
Well, because we hate... It's safe to say we hate rich kids.
Rich little snotty kids
The
who
whole
think
world,
they're better than everybody.
The whole world pretty much hates rich
That's
kids.
what people hate,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you're being perceived
I'm not saying
as.
that you're a bad guy
Regardless,
or anything, but, you know, when you come from money and stuff, it's a jealousy thing. Matt?
He's a fucking 80s teen comedy villain.
All right, that's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
He is. He's the guy that gets fucked over at the end of the movie, though,
Yeah.
by
I lose the girl,
young
yeah.
go-getter.
He's going to write Julian gives good head and is dead on somebody's wall.
Simple Mike, what do your parents do? And you don't have to answer any of these questions if you don't want to.
My dad is a salesman.
For what? Don't want to say?
Yeah, I'm going to admit.
Just a vague...
Makes a lot of money.
I mean,
though?
I don't think my dad would want to know. What would
All right,
be
that's
happy
fine.
if, you know?
Is it
you know,
safe
he's
to
not
say
the kid.
he
didn't
makes
get
a
the
very good living?
What is a very good living? I mean, let's. I mean, a very good living is just being happy. Just being happy is a good living.
That's what
I
it
think.
is.
yeah.
See, I like
100,000
the
a
way you
year?
think.
When you don't have to worry about money, that's the answer to that question.
6 figs.
I don't feel comfortable talking about my dad. You know, I don't
You're not. You're talking about money. Does he make over
about
6
money.
figures a year? What's smart about that? My father never did.
6 figures is
I don't know.
nothing.
We could. I mean, if you want to call him and ask him, I'm sure. You know, he could either answer or not. But I think that's
Please.
a little private.
How funny would it be? If
Yes,
it's
it is private.
if
That's
it's
the
Mel
beauty of-
Karmazin's son?
It is private, but that's kind of what we do on the radio show. We expose our private lives. Now, no one's saying, I don't know your dad's name
Yeah,
or
it's
what
not
his job is.
that's not my private life. You know,
Right,
That's
so-
my dad's private life.
Well, no, it's partially yours too because you live from the benefits of it. So let's put it back on you. Forget your dad. Did you live from the benefits of somebody making over $100,000 a year? Because we're trying to get to what your life is.
I'm not answering that.
Why?
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Why?
You know, I mean, you just sit people on the radio and ask them what their salary is. I think that's a little.
Wait, what should we ask them?
Yeah.
I don't think that's an appropriate question.
And I didn't. And the fact that anybody would say, I don't think that's an appropriate question. This is not the Senate subcommittee.
Okay. He makes less than $100,000.
Then why would that be uncomfortable to say if it's true?
I mean, I mean, I don't know how much my father makes.
Oh, so you don't know if he makes?
I don't know. That was just a dodge.
You were just uncomfortable because you were afraid that the answer might make you look like a rich kid in front of them. You wasn't about your dad's privacy.
And I really don't understand where all this hate's coming from about the. It's
not hate.
I mean, you clearly like looked up my watch on eBay. I mean, like, give me a break. Like, what is the deal?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, no, I just happen to know how much watches cost because I like watches.
It doesn't take a lot to just look at you and then kind of just immediately get a vibe.
So I
But
get
hang on,
okay,
shush.
You're like
you wear khakis every day.
Right. You do have a
dude. You do give off a vibe. You wear khakis every day, and you're wearing a juice bar shirt from Nantucket Island.
Oh shit!
You know you
do summer in Nantucket.
No, I don't. I've been there though. I've been there.
In the summer.
Yeah, I summered twice. I've been there twice. Twice during the summer.
Shit. I don't even know. I'll be honest. I don't even know if this is good radio, but I'm intrigued by this whole fucking mess.
Captivated.
Here's the difference.
Evan's raising his hand. Hold on a second, Danny. Evan wants him badly.
I'd really like if now on Mike could maybe wear an ascot every day.
Ooh, rich boy.
Well, let me ask. Okay, let's say, hey, what if Mike is quote unquote rich? What quote unquote? What does that? I mean, what does that prove? What does that prove? That I'm an asshole? Like right off the bat? I mean, clearly I'm being stereotyped. No, obviously I'm being stereotyped. So where does that lead us?
Unfairly,
that Anthony, where does that put us?
Wow, he asked the questions now. He asked the questions now, Ed.
I know.
Not you.
Conducting interviews here. Well, it leaves you in a place where it doesn't have anything to do with the money. It's your attitude that was probably produced from you being raised in a family where you really probably didn't have to do too much to get where you are. So other people that have worked hard, Mr. $80 a week over there, he looks at you just blurting out $800 a month, and
like it's nothing.
It's a high and hearty, go fuck yourself. But you have this air, this attitude, this vibe, like Danny said, about you that is superior to other people based on your background, your upbringing.
I think what the other guys are doing is basically giving you a modernistic approach to ball busting. and that's what that is. I think anybody who used modernistic, if you use that word like in your daily speech, you come off like a douche. If you actually try to use the word bourgeois in a sentence,
bourgeois.
I don't care what the context is, you're a douche. You just come off like a douche. I'm not saying that you are a douche, but you're definitely perceived as one by everybody.
Am I a douche?
Yeah.
If you're not a douche, you're playing a great douche.
You can't help it. If it's the way he grew up, though. It's like he chose to be in that family.
Yeah, I mean, all of us in this room except for Sam brought up pretty poor.
How do you know how I was brought up?
And being a poor kid, I hated the rich kid. Unfairly, probably.
I was middle class. I wasn't poor. It was my, father's struggle.
I was lower middle class. Unfairly, I hated the rich kids. For what reason, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I did. Because you didn't understand, what it was like to struggle.
And typically, there's not the same risk because when there's that much money in the family, you kind of creatively, you always know you got something to fall back on. Like, well, if worse comes to worse. Now, that's the way most rich kids are perceived. There's not that desperation.
You're such a rich kid. It's obvious.
Yeah.
How rich, I don't know, but I imagine pretty damn rich.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I go through a lot of hardships. Like
what?
Yeah, I mean, my dad got me to Escalade instead of a Range Rover, and it was fucking awful. Yeah, I was like, come on, Dad. That's the bit. That's the bit. All right.
Hey, what do you do for $80 a week, by the way, Nick?
Well, $80 a week comes from a supermarket, and then yeah. So that's 3 days a week, and then on Saturdays, on Saturdays I run errands for like some 95-year-old guy, and then next week I start construction.
All right. Now, Mike, what do you have a car?
No, I share one with my two sisters.
What kind of car? Be honest.
A Honda Pilot.
All right.
Honda Pilot.
It's Honda Pilot.
Honda Pilot. It's a neutral.
What kind of cars? What other cars? Are there in your family?
My dad's 2009 Town and Country, navy blue, automatic seats, automatic trunk.
Of course. See. And what about anything else?
Yeah, and my mom drives a Jeep Commander.
That's the chick Jeep.
Yeah, Jeep Commander.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's the fleet.
See, he's a douche.
I love it, though. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I love it. You know what? I have to make the decision here. Nick is better than Simple Mike.
You really think so?
Yeah, we can't keep the bit going.
I thought that Nick's was a little mean-spirited.
Yeah, it was. And,
Shut up, you. You're a mean-spirited cock.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. You really want him to be executive intern because it'll drive these guys nuts.
It really will.
Well, Sam, what do you think?
Well, I mean, Nick's was very good. I mean, he did something entertaining. He took a different angle, but it was kind of mean-spirited, and we kind of do a more positive thing on this show. So this time, and this time only, I have to say Simple Mike. Simple Mike wins.
You're going with Simple Mike.
Against Nick. So I'm sorry, Nick. You're going to have to sit on the floor. I mean, fair is fair.
You are setting Simple Mike up bad.
Everything's a fucking wrestling work with Sam.
All right, it comes down to the mentor.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
It's Evan and Simple Mike.
This is fucking like
for executive intern.
Obi-Wan and Darth.
Yeah.
This is fucking, big shit right here.
Okay.
Might have to go 2 out of 3 falls on this.
And we still have the trivia contest.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have some trivia questions?
Does he ever?
You want to do a couple trivia questions, or you want to do the audio challenge?
Let's do the trivia first.
Okay.
See who's smarter, and then see.
Well, because the gauntlet was whatever.
I'm going to turn down.
Yeah,
Here, I'll turn the monitor this way, and I'm going to turn mine off.
Okay.
So that they can't see. And
Dan, you asked the questions, and how do they buzz in?
Oh, I don't know.
Whoever says ooh first.
Come on, ring the bell.
Or how about Simple Mike yells out "rich kid," Evan yells out "crooked hips,"
or
then whoever
how about
does
Evan yells out "Go Seaman," because that's his name.
Go Seaman.
Seaman.
And what does Simple Mike yell at?
Rich kid.
Rich kid. All right. All right. So here we go.
All right, I just took very random general knowledge questions.
What are we doing? Best out of what?
Mix. I got 10 questions. So.
All right.
Jesus. All right.
Rich kid versus Seaman.
All right. Who was the first U.S. president to adopt the informal version of his first name?
Rich kid. Abe. Lincoln.
I need a button. I need the wrong button.
Oh. Yeah, I'll be right with you on
all right,
that.
hold on. Where's our wrong buttons? Yes, Evan?
Go see Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter's correct.
Oh,
wow.
What?
That's one for Go Seaman.
All right, hold on. We haven't set up our trivia contest well.
Yeah, why would we have?
Well, we're asleep like the listeners at this point.
The listeners can't believe what's going on.
Yeah, is that it, Sam?
That's true.
Evan versus Mike?
Boy, we won't be giving you a talking after today's show.
These are the sex of the church guys?
Right. Trivia contest for the interns.
Hey, where's Fat? Oh, I got it.
I don't have
I don't need Fatso.
Oh, it's right
I got
there.
some.
Jimmy Carter. That makes sense.
Yeah, too bad.
I didn't think it's right. I should.
All right, so Evan's got the first question right.
There's mine.
That's some delay.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
All right. What so-called war spawned the dueling slogans "Better Dead Than Red" and "Better Red Than Dead" in the 1950s?
Go Seaman. The Cold War.
That's correct.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh,
2-0. Seaman.
What's going on, rich kid?
I don't know. I'm losing.
You're simple.
Yeah.
I'm simple.
Too busy skiing at Sugarbush.
Vale, Jimmy, Vale.
Oh, jeez.
Just the fact that that's the reference he yanked out, he comes from a lot of money. Because everyone else would have said Aspen.
Yeah.
You ski a lot?
No.
No?
No.
His parents probably go.
Are you part
you
of
ever
No,
go
my parents
skiing?
do not ski. Yeah, I've been skiing.
Are you a part
In
of
the
a,
winter?
Yeah, in the Poconos or whatever.
Are you part of a crew?
Like, do I have friends? Like a skiing crew?
Oh, like the fucking.
Oh, no. All
right, let's
No, I
get
do
to
not
the next
crew.
question.
Are you sure everyone's ready and settled down from
Oh,
all the
boy.
excitement from the last question?
Yes.
Okay. Whose guitar version of the Star Spangled Banner was featured in a 1996 Iowa TV ad?
Rich kid?
No, I'm sorry, that is wrong. The answer is Jimi Hendrix.
I was going to say Jimi Hendrix. I was going to say Jimi
I got to give another point. I got to give another point to the
I was
Seaman.
going to say Jimi Hendrix. Literally, it was.
But he answered the question. He said, Rich Kid?
No, you got to give it to him. All
No,
right,
that I
2-1.
was saying Jimi Hendrix.
All right, we'll go to another question.
2-1.
Since you're not going to win this anyway.
Fine.
We'll give it. It's 2-1.
What was the first Arnold Schwarzenegger movie to win 4 Academy Awards?
Rich Kid? Terminator 1.
I'm sorry.
Go Seaman.
Yes, Cum Bubble.
Terminator 2.
You are correct.
Oh, mother effer.
What's the language?
Yeah.
Mother effer. Wow.
3-1. Seaman over Rich Kid.
Shit. I should have had that.
That happens nightly. All right, next
boy,
question.
Dan.
Thanks, Derek. What model appeared topless on the
Jane Mansfield.
Literally topless, yes.
What model appeared topless on the self-penned 1993 novel Pirate?
Rich Kid, Evan's mom.
Whoa! Damn.
Wow. I'm glad you think my mom's a model.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that was bad. Hell of an insult.
I'm going to say Naomi Campbell.
Sorry.
Still 3-1.
For those keeping tabs at home, the answer is Fabio. Fabio, everybody.
Tricky.
But now that no one gets the points on that, it's first to 5, baby.
What?
It's first to 5.
Oh, okay.
Now there's 9 possible points. First to 5.
Okay, first to 5.
Whatever.
All right, now it's time for one of my all-time favorite things in the whole entire universe, U.S. history. I mean, not history, geography.
Oh, geography.
Oh, I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. How many U.S. states border the Gulf of Mexico?
Go Seaman.
Go Seaman.
3.
He's got dry mouth. No. Rich boy, chance to steal.
Shit. 5. 4. 6.
I need a final answer here.
Yeah.
What did I say originally?
He already said
You said
5.
5.
Yeah,
originally.
5. Yeah, so 5.
That's correct.
Is it really?
Yeah, I just
said
counted them.
fucking
Louisiana,
4.
Mississippi, Arkansas,
Rich
Florida,
Kid.
Texas.
Arkansas.
Alabama. Whatever. Yeah.
3-2. Seaman
Nice.
over
Getting
Rich
close
Kid.
now. What is the least popular month for U.S. weddings?
Rich Kid. February.
Seaman?
December.
Sorry.
we
The
keep
answer
going?
is right in the middle, January.
I would have said December.
Sam, what does that mean?
Well, now there's only 8 possible points, so it's still first to 5 because somebody gets 4, the other guy could come and steal, end up in a tie.
All right, let's go. What question are we up to?
What question is that? I guess that would be number 8. Question 8.
Okay.
What was the first planet to be discovered using the telescope in 1781?
Rich Kid.
Go Seaman.
Rich Kid came in first.
Venus.
Chance to steal. Seaman.
Fuck.
Neptune.
Nope.
Neptune.
You're both
Neptune.
Wait a
Mars,
minute.
maybe? Would have been my next guess because it's closest.
That means there's 7 left.
What's the question, Dan?
What was the first planet to be discovered using the telescope in 1781?
Saturn.
Saturn. Because of the telescope? Is that the trick?
Trick.
Well, because Mars could be discovered without Sans telescope.
Sans telescope. Probably because it has rings. And it's kind of easy to spot as not being anything but a planet.
And it's bright. It's huge.
With only 7 points left, Evan already has 3. It's 3-2. It's first to 4. If Evan gets this next question right,
it's over.
It's over.
All right, let's go.
Well, everybody was wrong, by the way. The answer was Uranus.
Uranus,
I'm sorry.
Huh. Now you know.
All right, here's
Sans.
some more exciting trivia. What was the first commercially manufactured breakfast cereal?
Go Seaman.
Rich Kid.
I heard Seaman.
Yeah, Seaman.
For the win.
Kellogg's Cornflakes.
Chance to steal, Rich Kid.
That was going to be my guess, too. Thank you.
Wait, if he doesn't get this right, he still loses, right?
Yeah. No, I mean, we go on, right?
No.
Oh, go because we're done, because then it would be through. Okay, yeah.
This is it.
But I could tie.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Right or wrong?
First manufactured cereal.
Commercially manufactured breakfast cereal.
Cheerios.
Oof. No. Shredded wheat is the answer.
Shredded wheat.
Shredded wheat.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Ew. Yeah. Shredded wheat is awful.
All right. If Rich Kid does
I know.
not
I felt
get...
all the suspense when the room jumped.
Yeah.
Danny, last question for the tie or the win?
All right. Who did George Bush accuse of being, quote, a card-carrying member of the American Civil Liberties Union in 1988?
Just say Rich Kid.
Rich Kid, yeah.
Answer no matter what.
Jeez,
Rich Kid.
Wouldn't he just blurt it out? I know he's sitting there.
1988?
That's incorrect.
No, is that
Oh, Bush accused? Okay.
Yeah, Bush Senior.
Jesus Christ.
That's wrong.
Jesus Christ.
There is a time limit on these questions, I believe.
Yes, I know. The second we start feeling like
Yeah, look,
taking too much
you have
time.
until Thursday about 10:30 to get this one.
What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know.
Just say somebody from 88.
Card carrying
Not communist.
I'm trying to think. It's probably a high profile guy. Maybe it was like.
You think?
No, it's just some fucking guy in a deli that he walked into.
Yeah.
Wasn't 88?
Like Jimmy Carter? I don't know. What do you accuse? Okay, what do we think? Don't say it. Don't say it. What do we think?
Well,
Opie, what do you think?
88 was a fucking election year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so start there.
Who do you run against?
I don't know. Bush ran against.
Dukakis.
I said Dukakis.
Yeah, Jimmy said
I'm
Dukakis.
not in the
I don't.
Don't say it. Let's see if people know, because I'm getting yelled at for not knowing. So
You're not
there we go.
getting yelled at.
Wow.
Your logic sucks.
Yeah.
Well,
You gotta think he was
You're
talking
not
about.
thinking.
I would say he's got to be talking about a politician, and a politician that was pretty big in 1988.
Nixon?
Dukakis.
Nixon.
Dukakis is probably right. What, Danny?
It's Michael Dukakis.
Oh,
There it is.
that?
Jimmy. Was that Jimmy or was that Evan?
That was Jim Norton and then Sam, both smarter than you.
There you go. So I lose.
So Evan is the smarter guy.
So what did we learn from this?
You challenged him and
well,
lost.
what we learned from this
Yeah.
is we could do much better radio.
Yeah.
But besides that,
Yeah. We learned that you are simple.
Yeah.
okay. Finally, this is Evan's entry in the Intern Audio Challenge.
Evan's very, very confident.
It comes down to this: if Evan's audio is better than Simple Mike, because Simple Mike's in the lead, he becomes the executive intern.
Right.
All right.
Wow.
I'm on the radio. If you mind talking a little bit, I'll give you a few bucks.
Yes.
Sure? All right. Tell me why you deserve this dollar.
Because I serve this country. I came back. I make it. My man got killed, man.
Okay.
50 years in the United States Army. I'm 55.
Yo, Bobby.
No, he's doing interview.
Yeah, but you can't do that, man. Hey, go outside, please. Yo.
We do outside. Come on.
We're good. I got enough. But thank you very much.
They brought me down, man. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Yo. Bobby.
They brought me down, man. Listen, I love everybody, man. Okay? God bless America.
Thank you.
Brought me down, baby.
It was yours to fucking win.
Yeah. Makes me depressed, that. Makes me depressed.
Why?
Because he's like a veteran. He's God blessing America, and we're mocking him here.
It's true. It's not right to mock.
Yeah.
This motherfucker. I don't know what to think. I don't know if I'm taking him seriously. If he is this big of a douche. I just don't know.
Evan?
Well,
You still think you had the winning piece?
yeah.
Matt? Haven't heard from you in a while.
That was kind of bad, Evan, but it wasn't as bad as his because you actually went out and tried to find somebody.
The whole going out thing really has him.
Yeah.
The actual working at something.
Yeah, working at something and not just having mommy and daddy give it to you. Or you lazily doing it in your bedroom. Unlike Evan and everybody else here, going out and actually doing it.
Simple Mike, plead your case. Tell us why yours is better than Evan's. Because it comes down to this.
All right. Well, I think first off, I'm getting accused of lying about the recorder, which I'll just stop there and just say, that's not provable.
Hit the off button. I just dropped my water.
I wish you hit the commercial button.
No, I think I was different than everybody else. I think I started with similar intentions, but branched out, went somewhere else with it. I don't know. I thought
yours was a very different entry.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Evan, why was yours better than Simple Mike's?
Well, I think the assignment was interesting audio. And I was not, and this isn't biased at all, I didn't find anything interesting about your audio whatsoever.
Nothing interesting.
Now, mine wasn't stellar by any means.
I found his interesting because it was a look into the brain of Simple Mike.
I think that's like the only argument I have is that it was interesting.
Yeah.
Well, in context of Mike, there's a little interest, but as a standalone piece, interesting, without having Mike in any.
Well, if you brought somebody who didn't know the show and then played those 7 pieces of audio, like what would they start asking questions about?
Intern Mike.
You were in the lead.
I think that. I don't think that's nothing to do with me. Talk to Sam.
I like Nick's piece, by the way.
Yeah, so do
I. Lady Trucker.
What are there fleas in this fucking place?
You're getting bit, right?
Good morning,
I'm getting
gentlemen.
bit all over the place.
Hi, how are you?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's got 3
I got
4
like
bites.
3 bites on my fucking knuckle over here. What's I think the intern's got fleas.
I think they live in his neck beard. Fuck you.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Hi, Lady Trucker.
Yeah, Rich Kid, that's just too nice of a name. I think it should be piece of shit, spoiled fucking brat kid.
How do you know me? Why am I
Daddy bought me an Escalade instead of a Land Rover. Oh, boo-hoo, Mommy and Daddy bought me an apartment, rented me an apartment for the summer. Oh, boo-hoo.
Well, you just sound plain mean, lady.
Well, you're just a plain spoiled brat, ignorant fuck.
Ooh. Ignorant in what way? Can you expand on that?
Ignorant. Oh,
because I don't understand like the hardships of the road, the trucker's rig. I don't understand any of that. Like, is that the problem here? Like, where are you coming from? I don't know what life's on the road like, hauling one steel metal pipe down like Route 80. No, I don't.
You don't understand the working to earn.
Yeah, I've had a job. I've had jobs for the last 7 years, like 7 years of my life, 8 years of my life.
What kind of jobs?
Restaurant jobs, and the last 2 years were internships. Mm-hmm. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, remember?
Hi.
Yeah. He
so
said
why
he
am
had
I
his
spoiled?
restaurant
Why have I
job.
not
What
worked a
was
day
it?
in my life? I'm at work right now, actually.
He was an expediter.
Oh, now
whatever
you
the fuck that is.
Sure, everybody's interested. Is how much does your electricity cost? How much does your cable cost?
I'm not a homeowner, and I understand I understand the hardships of the homeowner. All right, I understand that. But what I don't understand is why you feel like you need to go out of your way to call the show to make fun of a supposedly rich, spoiled kid who you're better than. I mean, why? What's the point?
You do not understand the hardships of life.
I mean, I read the New York Times. I read the New York Times. I know. I watch CNN.
Reading, until you experience the school of hunger. Until you experience the school of...
Yeah, I couldn't get a reservation last night at Daniel's, and I went hungry for a little bit.
Good example for you, Lady Trucker, by the way.
All right, thank you. We got the great Jay Mohr on the line. Jay, what are you making out of all this?
Is Lady Trucker out of her fucking mind? The kid's auditioning to work for fucking free.
Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
It's not like he's like, all that shit in the Hamptons. I was like, he's a spoiled fucking cock. But at the end of the day, double-handed. See, you never get straight with me, son.
How do you think I did today?
I thought you were both fucking really dull as a sack of hair. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, the fact that there was a competition and it was like a bag of hair got set down in front of a microphone. And they were like, which bag of hair is more interesting? Hey, what do you do for this $1? Then somebody goes and interviews fucking Fraggle Rock.
I mean, I didn't interview anybody.
Holy shit.
Mine was more interesting. No, mine was more interesting. Holy smokes.
True.
Fucking 2 pancreatic cancers arguing over which one's worse. I oversimplify to clarify. I do it.
Oh, fucking Jay. Jesus.
Where's little Yimmy?
I'm right here, Jay.
Yeah, he fell asleep an hour ago.
Jimmy, I was listening
Just for
to
the bosses
yesterday.
down the hall, I really didn't fall asleep.
I didn't know if it was a worst of, or a repeat of yesterday, but Opie was taking a poop, and you got to welcome everyone back from break.
Yeah, that was
Yes,
good.
I did.
And was that yesterday?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
That made me very happy. Oh, Norton and Friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the name of the
nice ring
show.
to it, Jimmy.
That's what it says on the iPhone app.
It does, right?
The name of the show.
Well,
when
I
people shit.
just called to say I think you need to have a different competition with two completely different carbon-based life forms.
All right.
Really?
All right.
You two have dulled the fucking shit. You got truckers calling in off the fucking road. Like this lady pulled over her livelihood to tell you suck.
That's her problem. That's not mine. I have no
So
control
that's
over
not
that.
her problem. No, stupid. That is your problem.
Why is that my problem, man? What's with all?
Because
why are
you're
you
in a
getting so angry?
contest.
Calm down. Calm
You
down
want to
first.
win, don't you?
Can you calm down first before you start speaking again?
I'm fucking freaking out, man. Say goddamn word.
All right. Well, now you're offering nothing, so you'll get nothing.
Harvey Keitel is nothing.
What a douche.
Come on, I'm all ears now.
What? I mean, you're the one who called in, buddy. I didn't call in. What do you have
First
to
of all,
offer?
don't call me
Offer to the
buddy
show.
like you're my-
Be a contributor.
You call me buddy like you're my mom when you're angrily putting away the dishes.
All right, Chief. Whatever, man. Whatever. All right,
Chief.
Buddy,
Pal.
Chief, what the fuck is this? Am I pledging?
Dude.
I'm pledging.
Who? What's your name?
Michael.
Hi, Michael. And what's
Simple
the winner's
Mike.
name?
What's what?
What's the other guy? The winner's name?
Seaman.
No, it's not.
Yeah, Evan Seaman.
Evan Seaman, yeah.
Evan, where's Evan on the mic?
Right here.
Right here, Jay.
Evan, can I say a few words to you, son?
Sure.
Say them calmly, though. Calm down first.
Shut up, Mike.
Mike, you're a little like, what if like actual celebrities call and you call them buddy and chief and tell them to calm down?
I think they'd have the knowledge to appreciate it.
Really? Billy
Yeah.
Bob Thornton calls in and you go, hey, why don't you calm down, chief? You think that's going to help the Opie and Anthony radio franchise?
Yeah, I think people who are celebrities are smart enough not to get so heated over an intern competition. So,
What if I was just calling to shamelessly plug something and I used the intern challenge as a master of disguise?
yeah, that's good.
Brilliant in that
Yeah,
way.
yeah, brilliant disguise.
It is, though.
Yeah.
All right.
Jimmy, where are you this weekend?
I'm actually not doing any gigs until July 31st and August 1st at the Manhattan Comedy Club in
And where- is it
Middletown.
Is that in Manhattan?
No, it's in Middletown. Rich Franchese's club.
Rich Franchese is a comedy club? I know what you're all asking. What's the bouncer doing on stage?
Yeah, that's Rich.
No one asked that, Rich.
So what are you plugging, sweetie?
Wherever you're playing.
Oh, no. I have nothing, actually, except for that.
The kid actually fucking stunned me. I had to fucking fight my way out of that corner.
Yeah,
The kid caught me with a good chief to the ribs, and I had to fight my way out somehow. I like Rich Franchese. I love any comic whose opening joke is about their own appearance. Like it caught them by surprise how they look when they left the house. I know you're all wondering, like, hey, what's with the shirt? Yeah, I couldn't fucking believe I put this on either. Wee-oh.
Oh, my God.
I know you're all sitting there wondering, what's the bouncer doing on stage? No, we thought you were a comic. It's a fucking comedy club. DJ Hazard used to go on stage and say, you're all looking at me wondering, why is there a guy on stage that looks like a game show host from Nicaragua?
Ooh.
It was like,
That's,
really? Like, that's how much coke you do? That made sense to you?
It's a little vague and a little...
Oh, it was terrible.
Yeah.
I know you're all wondering, what's with the shirt? Whoa.
You're all...
Whoa.
That's so funny. I know you're all wondering. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here fucking trying to get my drink.
On the drive over the bridge, I looked down and realized what was on me. So that's why I go on stage and I say, Simple Mike. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Little aggressive.
All right, I'll back it down for you.
You just gotta slow it down.
Pump the brakes.
You gotta live and let live, Mike.
I hear that. Wisdom.
You know, because let's face it, Rich Voss is about 8 months away from actually trying to become an intern. I mean, that's true. I mean, I'm not even making fun of him, but let's be honest. The guy's playing like bars on the boardwalk in the wintertime. Come on.
It's funny.
Holy shit.
Like I'm at Uncle Vinny's in Point Pleasant. Rich, it's January. I know it's stupid. I knew I had to pull strings to get in there.
Yeah.
Me and Bonnie are doing it. We don't even talk. We're like Townsend and Daltrey. We have separate rooms.
Holy shit.
You have separate rooms at Uncle Vinny's? Yeah, Sid's on the inside, I'm on the outside.
Oh, fuck, man.
I just called to say hi. I'm rarely up so early. I love you, boys, and that's it, really.
All right,
Mr.
Jay.
J. Mohr, thank you for calling.
Thanks for helping out the bit.
Manhattan Comedy Club, July 31st and August 1st. That's in Middletown, New York. Come see me and Jimmy Norton.
Yes, please. I want to
God
support
bless.
Rich's club. Take care, man.
Jay's out. Thanks, Jay. Jay Mohr. Lydia wants in.
damn.
Lydia.
Oh, hi, guys. That's a hard phone call to follow.
Yeah. What's up,
great.
Lydia? How are those tits of yours?
Oh, they're great. Thank you. Very tan, too.
Very tan. Why? You do the topless thing?
Oh, no. But I've been at the beach. But I do want to say, Opie,
up.
that shot of my assets on your Twitter, I really need a new shot. I'm not happy with it.
Oh, your cleavage shot you didn't like?
I didn't like it, no.
All right, you come in with a better outfit, we'll redo it.
I'll come in without a bra. It'll look much better. They won't be so smushed together and wrinkly. I don't like that look.
All right, we'll figure out a
Why
new
don't you
shot
come
for
in dressed up like a naughty secretary or something? Why don't you do that?
How about a
naughty
nurse?
secretariat.
So what do you got?
I don't know.
With your big
I don't know.
titties.
What I wanted to say was that if you want to know which intern is the smartest, you should let me give them a brief IQ test.
You can do it over the phone?
No.
Oh.
Of course not.
No, thank you.
Here.
It takes about an hour per person, so no.
We should do that.
Person.
We should do
What
that.
is that about?
That's the brief one. It takes about 6 hours to do a full battery.
Well, these guys are very competitive, and there's a lot of anger in this room. So maybe you give all the interns the IQ test, and then we could officially crown someone the smartest intern.
I could probably do it on a group basis
Yeah, you'll have to do it that way.
as opposed to one-to-one if they wrote down their answers instead of saying it out loud.
Okay, well, you figure that shit out.
I'll think about it. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'd really like to give my...
Thank God.
Well, these guys want
Yeah,
it bad.
you get the slow clap for that one. Yes. Oh, enough. Lydia. Right.
Mike in Manhattan.
Hey.
Mike?
This guy, Simple Mike, is the biggest douchebag ever, and I'd like to listen to Matt beat the shit out of him with a tire iron for your next bit.
Really, Matt? You got a fan out there?
No,
Thank
not
you very much, Mike. It means a
not a fan of Mike.
Huh?
I'm not a fan of Matt, just not a fan of Mike.
Oh, you're not a fan of either one?
No.
Sorry,
And the
Matt,
dude
he's
that
not a fan.
Said he was fucking a girl. His piece was the best.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I thought that
Nick's
was
piece
pretty
was
good.
definitely the best.
No,
We're
it's
not
already.
the judge.
I know there's a railroading that's happening here,
Oh,
Sam. I'm
please.
not stupid, but let's at least admit that Nick had the best piece before you do what you're going to
Fucking
do.
young Vince McMahon over here.
Nick's
is,
piece was good, but he's out of the competition. I don't know why everybody's talking about Nick.
Because he had the best one?
Do we have... are we done?
Yeah, pretty much. Sean in Georgia.
He won?
Sean.
Is that what we're getting
I
at?
don't know.
We got to tabulate?
Sean.
Okay. Why is nobody pointing out that Simple Mike's audio was just a rip-off of Leave Britney Alone Kiss?
Yeah. It
Oh,
was,
really?
It was that.
Yeah.
It's exactly like it.
It was also the Perez Hilton thing.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, you know.
Yeah.
Can we get Mike's again, though? Because
You're
I
just
didn't really catch it.
whining.
Oh, really? Okay, we can do that.
Thanks, Hope.
Yeah, can the levels go up on that at all?
Thanks.
The whole world is getting involved. We got Cody in Australia. Cody.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Hey, look, before I go any further, I love you, Anthony, and Jimmy.
Yep.
But hearing those two faggots face off is like between Heather Mills and Linda McCartney, who's the biggest cunt.
Well, it's a tough argument.
Right.
Linda's.
All right. I just took your call because you're from Australia.
You're saying it makes us look more famous?
Yeah.
Right.
All right,
Faraway land.
Here's Mike's entry in the Intern Audio Challenge once again, before we determine who won this.
Sam gave me the worst recorder, and it has to be plugged into a wall to work. I like dress up pretty nice, and I got the worst swamp ass in the world, and I go all the way across town and I start trying to interview this bouncer, and I'm like looking for a place to plug it in, and he's like, okay, that's enough, white boy. Like, I'm not waiting any longer. And I just look at him and I go like, how many jobs do you get fired from before you started bouncing? And he just lunges at me, and I start running, and my swamp ass is awful. He starts whipping this water bottle full of water at me. He's like whipping it all over my back. I finally find this cab, and I'm about to get in, and he's like 20 yards from me, and he's like, that's right, white boy, run away. Like, I was kind of mad, and I just look at him, and I'm like, why are you so poor? And he starts bull rushing me again, and I like jump in the cab, and he throws a water bottle at the cab, and I'm all wet. Like, if I went to a doctor, I would have the worst recorded swamp ass in history. I know it. It was awful.
Fuck.
It was good.
Sam?
It wasn't bad. You have to say that. I mean, at least it was something we don't hear every day.
I agree. I like the ranting into the camera thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Still fresh? It still plays?
What? It's still fresh?
Sure. It still resonates.
But with only 2 contestants left, it's down to Evan, the teacher, and Simple Mike, the student. Evan's already got 1 point for the trivia contest. But with this contest, it's worth 2 points. Therefore, the winner is Simple Mike.
Yeah. It was just mass confusion there. Everyone looked around and went, what?
What? His was deemed more interesting than mine?
Slightly. It was very close.
I guess it was.
So this makes Simple Mike the executive intern, and now officially Evan is the protege of Simple Mike.
So now
Jesus.
Simple Mike
I don't accept this at all.
is what
Sam goes, it doesn't matter, and takes the mic away from. Let Evan talk at least. Evan.
No, I mean, I'm not going to follow him by any means, and I will not respect his position in any capacity.
What are his duties now? What do they entail now that he is the executive?
Well, the executive intern kind of oversees what all the other interns do.
So he will now be able to go up to these other interns and question what they're up to.
He gets to check up on them.
And reprimand them and maybe report back to you if he feels they're not doing their job.
And if like you say, hey, could you get me like some water?
Yeah.
Then Mike would say to you, okay, and then turn around to one of the other interns and then say, hey, go get Anthony some water.
Wow, that's a lot of power there.
You like your new position there, Simple Mike?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to do wonders for eradicating the hostility that has been bred between us.
Oh, yeah. It'll just get rid of it in a second.
Yeah, I'm going to go on a campaign.
This is a good day for interns.
Yeah, interns everywhere.
Everywhere, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? What do you think,
Nick?
Will you
just entirely no. I absolutely refuse to pay any respect to this fucking monotonous dolt. Absolutely not. The other day, I sent him to look for a picture that did not exist. I asked him to print it out while I was sitting in front of a computer with a printer at my feet.
Did I look for it and try to find it?
Yes, that's why I know you're a fucking idiot.
No, I'm just trying to help out, man. You're like, hey, can you go print out a photo? So I was like, yeah, sure, Nick.
I'm sitting in front of a printer.
I thought it was color because that's not a color printer.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
so wait, was the picture unfindable?
Yeah, I guess so.
It doesn't exist.
And I
so basically, you wasted company time?
No, Mike's time. He's unpaid.
But this is why we need all our interns working at the utmost capacity, making sure everyone is doing what they should be doing. And I think with intern Mike as the leader of the interns, he'll make sure that nobody's time is being wasted.
And that's a funny prank to pull in your personal time. But it's what if that picture or something needed to be done, but Mike thought he was printing a picture because that was needed and the picture was not needed, and that time would have been wasted. So therefore, it's company time.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think there's something to be learned from Mike. I mean, he's been spending all this time on.
How long have you been in here?
I've been sitting in the corner.
I swear to God, I have. That's the first time I've seen retarded Sully. I have not even seen you. Hi, what's your name?
I'm Dennis.
Hi, Dennis.
Yeah, what do you have to say, Dennis?
I was saying Mike has he's been spending a lot of time on air, and that's something all of us interns would like to do. You know what I mean? And he's getting all this attention. I mean, we all should sit here and not act like a douchebag, but at least take some pointers.
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
All right. I am usurping his position away from him. And the rest of the interns can choose who to follow.
The rest of what?
Oh, my goodness.
What? What do you
The
say?
rest of the interns can choose who to follow.
It's
Choose
like
me
Mike.
or Mike.
It's like a coup.
Why would Why would I choose you or Mike? Both of you do nothing.
A coup de blanc.
You idly sit and go, yeah, I'll get that for you.
You're mistaken. I do just as much work
What
as
have you done lately?
Oh, Jesus, here we go.
I cut a shit ton of audio, developing all sorts of
Gone
shit.
on air?
Same amount of stuff for gone on air that you did.
Ooh.
That's why I've written things that have gotten on air and thrown in the trash while you've just twittered away getting audio that means nothing.
Why isn't the executive intern trying to...
Yeah, you should be controlling the situation.
You're just letting these guys fucking run rampant. You are the new
What's your
executive
logic
intern.
here?
Why aren't you trying to diffuse this?
It's just horrible the way we treat each other, or people treat other people.
Well,
I think it's
you're
horrible.
the fucking leader guy now. You got to get in there.
How about
and
you give
fucking-
us? Everyone's trying to coop me, and so trying to launch a coup.
How about you stand up and give these guys a little motivation?
Exactly.
Yeah, a little motivational speech, maybe.
Yeah, let's change
something that gets a little unity with everybody.
Let's get
You're
some
the
change
guy
going.
now.
Yeah, I think people just golden rule: treat others like the way you want to be treated. I think we start there. I think that's very simple. I think that's plain English, and I think.
You sound like a poster.
It's very simple.
Yeah, well, I think we're in a corporate environment. I think we need to take a little from that.
Oh.
Yeah, we should not be yelling at each other or calling people twits or saying you can't do anything. I get the simple mic thing. I mean, that doesn't bother me. I don't really care. But I think we should, work together. If Jimmy needs a coffee and then people bicker about who's getting the coffee or try and delegate it, if just someone went and got the coffee, it'd be faster.
How can you disagree with that?
Yeah, well, go around the room, Mike.
Is
go
it
around the room
good
with the
for
guys.
the company?
No, I mean, I think singling out is also a problem. And I don't think I'm going to do that.
Okay.
I'm just going to try and give advice to the team, and I think people should try and heed it, and we'd be happier as a team.
Now
you
that
are the
you're
leader.
Simple Mike, now that you're officially above Evan, what do you have to say to that?
Ooh.
What do you have to say to Evan? Where he can improve?
No, I think Evan does a great job. He's been here for a long time. He knows, the inners and outs. And I think you need to, keep your heads up. If kids are not doing what they should be doing, or maybe kids are doing things wrong or need advice, they can come to you and you can give them proper advice. And just, be nice about it.
Oh, that's great. So Mike's going to, look on Evan as, maybe he could be a role model to some of these guys. Right. That's a good assignment.
Yeah, no, Evan is a role model. I think if everybody worked as efficiently and nicely as Evan does, we would have a better studio. And the show would be better.
Matt looks like he wants to eat you. Matt, what's wrong?
You spout this advice and this HR nonsense, but you offer nothing. You've produced nothing but idiocy in your tenure here.
See, I drag him into the office right now.
So drag me into the office. Chew me out right now, executive intern man.
I don't think this is the right forum for it, Matt.
How is this not the right forum? People get their fucking lives destroyed on this show on a daily basis. Destroy me.
We're
please.
destroying lives.
I'm on my fucking knees. Destroy me.
All right, make believe you're in your office, your corporate office, Evan. Whatever the fuck your name is, Simple Mike.
I don't think I want to do that because I think that is that's violating my terms.
Boo-hooey little bitch.
Violating
Do
his
it.
terms.
Just do it. He's asking.
What do you
for
read
it.
the charter?
What seems to be Matt's problem?
No, I think Matt contributes a lot to the show. He's always writing promos. He's always trying to make you guys funnier in here by providing content. And I think you could be easier with some of the new guys maybe. If guys don't really understand things, you just take a second.
I've been nothing but helpful to Dennis, to Pierce, to Noah, to Nick.
See, this is why we should do this in private.
And I've tried to help
we'll do this
you,
later.
but you're unhelpable.
We'll do this later.
Don't do it later.
We'll do this later. That's why we do this in private.
I think what Mike's saying, the problem might be in Matt's attitude. Not the skill level.
It's flawed from this,
It's flawed.
We'll work with him.
You're not even looking me in the eye. That's how big of a douche you are. You're doing these underhanded compliments while looking into the mic and looking down to the newspaper. I'm looking right at you. My eye line right on you, buddy. And you're just doing, you've got to work on your attitude.
Well, I think you do need to work on your attitude.
I mean, to be fair, you're not supposed to talk to your supervisors like that.
Yeah, but what do you want me to say to you, Matt? What?
I want you to tell me to my face what's wrong, and then I'll respect you. Because I've done that. I've said everybody what's their faults and what they're good at.
Well, let's start here. What do you think is wrong?
What do I think is wrong?
Yeah.
I think you've got a shitty attitude, a shitty work ethic, and just because mommy and daddy have let you do whatever the fuck you want and you go to a big-time school, that you can walk around and treat everybody like they're fucking bitches.
Do I treat people like bitches? Do I treat people like bitches?
Like a bitch.
Yeah. How do you treat someone who's been in...
Mohr.
Yeah, fucking Jay Mohr. Like, they're nothing when you yourself are a mealy-mouthed little fucking intern. Know your goddamn place in life.
I don't think I've ever been mean to a single person here. I'll say that. Never once. I've never backhand. I've never yelled. I've never...
fucking salesman douchebag.
Oh.
You are the scum
Okay, Matt, this is what we're gonna
on
do.
my fucking shoe.
All right, so let's put that in writing, and we'll let you sleep on it, and then just come in early tomorrow, and we'll talk about it. We'll get like some quiche or something.
Oh, stop.
What? We'll talk about it. Let's put it in writing. Let's put it in writing, organize it, and just bring it in. I think that's going to be a really great exercise for you. And I honestly am like not trying to be mean. And I've never been. Have I ever been mean to you? I've ever said something like, "Hey, Matt, you're a twit. You don't know anything." No,
no, because
I've been nothing but
you
nice to everybody
haven't
here.
needed to because your attitude and your work ethic have pissed me, pissed Evan, and pissed some of the other interns off.
What, outgoing and amiable pisses you off?
Outgoing and amiable. Interjecting yourself into conversations and just sitting in front of a computer for 5 fucking hours and going home as soon as the music breaks.
I mean, I just sang a really good Billy May song.
As soon as the show ends and we put the bins in the studio, you say, "Oh, I've got to go," and you go home and jerk off. Fuck you.
I mean, what I do in my alone time is none of your business. Let's start there. I just think I've never been mean to anybody in this office, and I think that's great.
Paul's outside. Paul, does Paul have anything to add to this?
No.
He's
Okay.
just hanging out today, I guess.
All right.
But I mean, Paul at one point was kind of the leader of all the interns, which is why it's nice that he's hanging out today, because he's kind of here to pass the torch to, obviously, Simple Mike, the new leader of all the interns. Everybody clap. He's your boss, guys. He is your boss.
He's the guy now.
Evan is not clapping, Sam.
He's
there could be a problem with Evan. He's not clapping.
What's wrong, Evan?
No, I refuse. I will not follow him.
The
other
big cheese.
interns could make their own choices of who they feel will lead them in the right direction.
You can't do it. What are you gonna walk down the hall to the bosses down there and
Sam,
say that they're
does
throw
Evan
the
have a
same
choice?
gauntlet down to them and
Yeah.
say, I don't care. Let me go upstairs to the big offices and start telling them, hey, my guys don't want to follow you. I'm in charge.
Well, executive intern is a meaningless position.
Nah. Well, here's the problem. You've got a lot of people like on top of you, and so really before you could complain about Mike, you would have to go through Mike because he's your boss. So like you couldn't complain to like say me without going through Mike.
Going over the head of people that are your supervisor is
you can't
frowned upon.
Does Evan have a
believe me.
choice here?
Well, good news is I have an open door policy, so whenever you want to come in,
Jesus Christ, just
that's the good news. That's the good news, Matt. That's good news.
The fuck up.
I mean, intern David, when he was here, never had these policies. This could be a very good change.
Yeah, like, do you want me to come out of the office once a day and like blow the steam whistle and like bring everybody in a line and yell at you? No.
What the fuck does that mean? You make up these metaphors that make no sense.
Sort of made sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, I think.
He's kind of saying he's going to be a people person as far as the boss goes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not running
I
open
got
door
it.
policy.
Yeah, I got it.
That's
The open door
great.
policy. He was just working off that.
Steam whistle's like suspect of the sweatshop, you know.
Yeah.
Saying.
You don't want to run a sweatshop here.
No.
Right?
No.
Yeah, see?
No.
Plus, before Evan even raised a complaint about it, he would have to go. I would have to get a complaint from Mike.
Right. Does Evan have a choice in this, Sam?
No, because if it came to me, then I would kind of stop it right there. It would probably end with me, where Mike he won the position.
So, Sam, Evan should just accept this.
Evan does need to accept it. He made a better piece. He won on points. It was points, and he won 2-1. It's double.
I would love to continue this for another hour, 2 hours, but I'm reading that.
Yeah, I know,
we are getting a little backed up here.
Evan, final thought?
We'll see how this all turns out.
Yeah.
I don't know the details, but we'll find out in the upcoming days.
Very powerful final thought.
Any other final thoughts before we go to break here?
Let's get him, team.
Please die.
Okay.
That was his pep talk. Let's get him, team. They're all one team now.
Nick, who should have won the competition,
That's right.
obviously, who had the better production piece.
He came in third.
Yeah, third? Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I agree with Evan. We'll see. We'll see what
Is
happens.
anyone...
I really wish that resignation email the other week, oh, fuck me, I wish that was real.
Yeah, well.
Would have made my fucking life.
Yeah. Anyone can accept the...
No.
I'm looking forward to the change. think it's
wow.
gonna be great.
All right, there you go.
Me and Mike actually talked about us needing to work as a team. We all need to pull in the same direction.
All right, anyone else?
We'll see what happens tomorrow.
That's an ass kisser.
Right. Well, it's a half and half, is what I see.
know,
Pierce,
I know.
thumbs up or down?
Well, that's going to be his job, is to get him into
sideways.
And he doesn't know, so it's
Take
like
a
right
side.
down the middle. He could
No,
go
there
either
is no-
way.
He's wearing the biggest shoes I've ever seen.
Oh, no, we talked about his shoes.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And
Pierce
apparently
has
they
giant
stink
shoes.
really bad.
He's making shit up.
Awful.
Yeah, they're horrible.
What size are they again?
13s.
Yeah, he's got 13s, and he's about
Usually doesn't wear
5'10", maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a break. Congratulations, Simple Mike. This was a very fair competition, and
There he goes.
the right man won. Are those shorts? Oh, the khakis.
Oh.
All right.
I think it's funny that I mentioned someone's big shoes and it's like, nope, we already covered that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, covered it.
we don't,
Got it.
we
We
don't
were
miss
on it.
anything in here.
On it.
Not for me.
Sam, thank you. I don't know what we accomplished.
Well, we kind of got some organization done.
I certainly won't be reading any message boards today. Thanks to you.
Now people at least know what kind of
Mike.
interns we're working with here.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
All right. We're going to take a break and continue. Got a live read to do there, Danny? All right. Stick around for a fine live read from Opie and Anthony. 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 From Opie and Anthony.